Yo, what up? What up? Yeah, I didn't block fucking fasting. I don't see him. Maybe he on the other channel. What's going on with y'all, man? Appreciate y'all for coming through. Hey, man, we got one packed in for you tonight, man. As you know, I took the a little vacay and whatnot over the weekend, so I'm getting back into the groove. This is my first official real show again, so appreciate everybody for coming through, man. Let me shoot this link to my man Fasting His Life. Guess what? I hope y'all ready. I hope y'all ready. Hold on. Fasting, did you send me the email? Hold on. I'm about to send you an email. I got you. I'm about to send you this link, bro. All right, there you go, Fasting. There you go, bro. Let me send this to Hulk too. Hulk at. What's going on with y'all, man? How's your Tuesday going? How is your Tuesday going? Hopefully it's going well. Mine's going pretty good. Getting into the swing of things of this whole social media shit. I almost forgot to post all my little pictures and shit. And guess what? I hope y'all motherfucking ready. Shout out to Joey Crack with a $4.99. All my flat earth niggas, get your tinfoil hats ready. I don't think y'all ready, man. I don't think y'all ready for my man Fasting, bro. This is my I guess first official one-on-one or co-hosting with Fasting, man. The brother, he was one of the first people I ran into on the space, man. Very, very knowledgeable. Always working. I swear this nigga don't sleep. He on YouTube, 23 out of the 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So I don't know what the hell this nigga do in order to motherfucking get some rest. But hey, it is what it is. You got to figure it out, man. But without further ado, man, y'all see what the titles is for the show. So tonight, man, I'm in the passenger seat. Just for the record, I am not. So y'all gonna have to convince me, Fasting. Hulk come through. I sent him the what's the name? I bet. Yeah, Hulk said he'll be in 2 minutes. So shout out to Hulk for the 5. Appreciate you, bro. Listen, this is gonna be entertaining. So y'all gonna have to sell me, man, because this is something that's really out of my wheelhouse. Every time I hear it, bro, I just kind of tune out because it's like, oh man, come on, bro. I'm like, but hey, we got Fasting in the building, man. Fasting His Life. Go ahead, bro. It's your world, man. Go ahead.
What's up, Mr. Fantastic? Hey, I was waiting for this. So thanks, man. I'll make it simple. I know we have a lot of Bible hating niggas down there, so shout out to the Bible. Today's the day. Y'all will have to endure this pain. If you hate the Bible, you either pay up. Was it super chat, the hatred, or not? Stay down there.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Mr. Fantastic. When it comes to this, right? Like, there's a little back and forth, right?
Mhm.
Now, me coming from the Bible, right? A lot of people have read Genesis. The only time the Bible mentions anything related to quote unquote a circle, whatever, there's a passage in the Bible. It says that when the Creator was setting up, the heaven, like preparing how to set up everything, it says that the earth is like a circle, right? Uh, let me read it. It's on the book of Isaiah, chapter 40, verse 22, and I'm gonna share in the chat for the scientific people who want evidence. So here's the evidence from the Bible. What I'll do is I won't post the whole chapter because I know a super. Okay, just half of it. They can read everything. So it says, "It is He that sitteth upon the circle of the earth, and the inhabitants thereof are as grasshopper, that stretches out the heavens as a curtain, and spreadeth them out as a tent to dwell in." Now, listen to the description. It says, the earth is like a circle, and the heavens is like what? It's like a tent. Now, when you look at a tent, is it sitting on a round ball or is it sitting on a flat first surface? So the Bible right here is already telling you what we call the firmament. When we look in the sky, it's like it's like a curve, but like a tent, but it's sitting on a circular surface. Now, some people say, "Well, what do you mean?" Look at the symbol of the UN, right? Because the UN represents United Nations, right? Now,
Oh yeah, hold on. All right, so fascinating. Explain to us the firmament, because I always forget the name of it. I know that's one of the main. So the firmament is pretty much like the entire crux or the meat and potatoes of flat earth theory, right? That's the most important part is the firmament, right?
yeah. I mean, that's yeah.
So explain to us what the firmament is.
Basically, in a Bible definition, when it says firmament, this is what it says. It says a extended surface, parenthesis solid, expanse firmament. It says expanse, flat as base, support, firmament, or vault of heaven, supporting water above, considered by Hebrews as solid and supporting water above. So according to how the Hebrews understood it, right? Remember in Genesis, it says that there was water at one point, and then when God was setting up the earth, it says he created a firmament, and it says he called it heaven. What we call space, right, begins where the ground is going up, what we call the atmosphere. That's the space in between, right? But the firmament is basically the ceiling, right? Because people haven't understand there is water above. That's why some people, when they try to explain, they say, "Oh, when NASA is doing the training, they have to go underwater," right? Now, I know me and Brother Hall, we had a conversation before, right? You know how water has different stage, right? You have solid, liquid, right?
Gas. Yeah, water is one of those things that have every facet of matter. Yeah.
And water is the oldest element on this universe. Even the Bible says before there was the earth, there was water already, but there was too much water. So the Creator had to set up a space, and then the firmament is basically holding back the water above. Why? When the flood happened, it tells you that God opened the gates of heaven. So there are gates. There are I call it dimensional portal. So when I tell people that we never quote unquote went to the moon and landed, or there's no quote unquote space as they tell us, why? Because the earth is a prison. Nothing can live. Meaning when the fallen angel fell, they tried to go back, they can't, because the earth was set up. It was set up as an habitation for us, but it was set up as a prison for them. So the whole thing is the whole earth is being duped. Now, when people say, "Well, give us the evidence that the earth is flat," all I'll tell them is this: Have you gone to the edge of the universe to be like, okay, I went all the way roundabout and came back to the place where I was? No, you can't. Why? Because the people who control the earth, they won't allow you to go certain place. So even if you try, you can't. So the question is, even if you have the possibility, why you're not allowed to do it? You know, why you're not allowed to investigate? And watch this. For people who fly, right? The airplane goes, what, 10,000 feet, sometimes 50,000 feet above, right?
Uh-huh.
I've been in multiple flights. I've never, ever seen when I'm on a plane high above, see a curve. Never. I see the horizon, but I never see a curve. And when you look at the clouds, everything is flat. It's like looking at a lake. I've never seen looking at a lake, and then you have on one side on your right, it's falling over the edge. Never. Everything is flat, right? Based on my observation as a human being, everything around me is on a flat surface. Now, people who quote unquote talk about science, we have some science geeks down there and science believers. They'll be like, well, there's evidence. NASA shows the pictures. And I'll ask them, right? According to scientific theory, you as an individual, right? You have to test it out yourself, right? Have you gone out of space to see how the earth look? No. So you have to what? You have to believe third-party voice. So even in people who support there is a quote unquote a round earth, they have no evidence. The evidence is based on pictures from quote unquote what? NASA, a third party. You believe NASA, right? Now they're gonna look at me and say, well, how do you know it's false? I say, well, I'm using my evidence with my eye. I have my eyes, my ears, everything is flat.
Okay, so all right, so fashion. So riddle me this. Okay, so this is the thing I'm thinking about too now. Because I thought about this when I first heard of flat earth theory, I think within the last three to 4 years, right? And at first I thought it was just a joke because I saw it on the thing, but then I saw no, people are extremely serious about this. You know, you had very famous people come out to say it, you know, and agree with it and whatnot, what have you. Some people have backed off, but you know, it's a theory that a lot of people have. And so one of the things that people do, and one of the ones that I use too, was well, how would we explain telescopes? So is every telescope pre-programmed with you know, a fucking picture of space that's 360 degrees? Like if you look here, hey, that's that star or that planet, or you know, so on and so forth. And if you look here, there's that star, that planet, and all these other things. How do we explain that of the pictures that we have of space, you know, quote unquote space, and all those things? Then, you know what I'm saying, and the relative position that it's in, and how it changes with the season, with the, you know, the year, all those other things. How do we explain that?
It's very simple. Like for an example, for those people who study photography, right? When it comes to photography, when you're using a machine like a camera, it has what lenses? There are different kinds of lens. Some lens allow certain amount of light to get in. So when we want to talk about telescope, right? Yes, you can see something, right? But what you're seeing is an interpretation of the telescope. It's not a quote unquote fact. When you're looking at a star, right? Let's say you're looking at Venus, according to what they tell us, right? Each telescope is not going to show this. They're not going to be the same. Why? Because based on like you have some telescope, their lens will have a certain measurement. So when you're going to observe through the telescope, it's going to give you an interpretation of what you're seeing. And you can look at it as fact. Why? Because you're looking at it from your observation. But at the end of the day, it's inconclusive. Why? Because you're seeing something that's too far away. You just basically interpret it, because according to science, it talks about light, right? So if one lens or one telescope will give you a image of how Venus will look like, let's say if you're zooming in for, let's say, 10,000 times versus 20,000 times, right there, it's telling you you're looking at what the interpretation of how light is getting into your lens, how you're going to reflect and see it. So one person, well, that's the evidence. I'm like, well, it's subjective. Why? Because all of us, right, when it comes to the sun, right, all of us here in this chat, we can go outside when it's hot, noon. All of us can look up and see the sun. We can look at it. You know, it may hurt our eyes, but guess what? We can see it. But something that's tiny, like a star, you can look at it from your eyes, but guess what? Some people, they're what? They have blurry eyes. They'll be like, oh, I don't know if I can see it. So each person at that moment, their eyesight has to interpret what they're seeing. But I always will see the same thing. But at the end of the day, it's not evidence where you can bring it down substantial. We have to basically interpret. That's why even in ancient time when they were looking at a star, based on their understanding, they gave their quote unquote interpretation. So at the end of the day, if it was possible to quote unquote go out there and actually see the evidence, all at the end of the day is basically our interpretation of what we can see, but it's far away, so no one can come and say and be definite, but okay, this is how Mars look, because one person may look at it and say, well, I'm seeing some midget over there, and say, oh no, those are ogres. So at the end of the day, it's gonna be based on how the person is viewed, or based on the observation at the end of the day,
Okay. All right. So we got my man Spiritualizing, aka Hulk, in the building, man. Again, man. If he on it, bro. Hey, I like to tell you, man, Hulk don't just bring opinions, bro. Hulk is the factician, bro. Hulk is gonna have everything, all his ducks in a row, stuff to support his point. So I'm definitely here, ready to hear the brother. As you guys can see, he sent me this in the back chat. I have it pulled up, and I'll scroll it as you need me to, bro, if you need to. But now it's on you, Hulk. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, what's going on, man? I had stopped at the store, so I'm still in the car right now, but I'm waiting. But it's all good. I'm ready. What you're saying is this is a flying observatory, the SOFIA, the Stratospheric Observatory for Infrared Astronomy. And basically, what people don't realize is that, the pictures. First of all the pictures that you see from NASA, they usually say it's an artist illustration or it's CGI. They actually say that. And if you don't believe me, research all the photographs of the Earth from all the years, and you'll see that the continents are different proportions and different sizes. Like obvious, like Greenland compared to Africa is huge. Alaska compared to South America, the sizes are changing on every map because it's all CGI. They can find similar cut and paste cloud formations. But before we get into that,
oh, see, he worked out a little bit.
He's about
to say something real, man. They got him out of there.
No, can you hear me?
Yeah, we're here. The heathens got you. Be careful.
Yeah. Yeah, but see, it's a lot of things I want to touch on. First of all, they say that the Earth is spinning due east at over 1,000 miles per hour. Now, there's nothing that accounts for that. You can't feel it. If you were moving that fast and anything else, you can feel that. You don't feel no inertia when you walk around. Butterflies can flap their wings without being disturbed. And the atmosphere, if the Earth was spinning that fast and the atmosphere was spinning in sync with it, if an airplane was lifted up on the Earth and was moving against the rotation of the Earth, you wouldn't have to fly. You just have to just hover over the Earth and wait for it to catch up. And there's a lot of issues. Go ahead, fast. Hey, look, I'm around the corner at the grocery store. Let me get home, and then I'm gonna get really into it because I got all my stuff lined up. I just had to drive to the house.
Yeah. And
so go ahead, fast, and you take it over.
Yeah, Mr. Basically, the thing with flat earth, like for example, I used to, when I started doing more Bible studies and look at history, the reason why I was able to be like, so wait a minute, right? Science always tells us evidence, proof, all this. Okay. My proof is I have two eyes. I have my senses. I look around. I have yet to see a curve. And everything that give us as quote unquote evidence is what? A machine, camera, curved. Everybody who flies, this, like I say, quote unquote scientist or scientific evidence. Fly on a plane. I'm sure some people in the chat, they never been on a plane, so they probably don't get when I'm saying this. Get on a plane, right? Travel overseas through the Atlantic, right? Take pictures, look around. You're never gonna see a curvature, never. But you way up there, and when you look at the clouds, guess what? Everything is flat. The clouds are flat over the earth. There is no curve, nothing. But And watch it. Here's another thing I'm gonna shock you guys. The sun is within the earth. The moon is within the earth. The stars, how they move, everything is within the atmosphere. It's
whoa. Wait a minute, brother. Wait a minute. Hold on now. Hold on. Wait a minute. So wait. So now you mean to tell me, hold on now. You said, so the sun is it contained inside the firmament. When you say in the earth, I'm guessing you said it's in the firmament.
It's in the firmament. Why? Because the Bible gives it, there's three stages.
Okay, the moon is in the firmament, and all the stars too.
Yes, there's three levels.
So okay, so this would be really similar to the earliest theory that everything else revolved around the sun. I mean, everything revolved around the earth, and not where the earth revolves around the sun, right?
Yeah. And I watch this, Mr. Fantastic. Here's an example that I'll give you, because this is one thing. As a man, we have a brain. Sometimes we have to reason, right? I gather all the information that they gave us based on quote unquote someone else's observation. But you as an individual, you must have a brain and be like, okay, wait a minute. Based on what people are saying, but let me think about this, right? Watch this, Mr. Fantastic. You know the clock, right? You got the one that you have the one long a needle for hour and one for minutes, right? This is how it's gonna blow your mind. The same way how you see the clock move, how the technology to make the clock, that's the same way how the moon and the sun moves. You notice from time to time, the clock, I mean the needle of the minutes will stand at the same time with the needle of the hour from time to time, right? You convert that while you're observing a watch. Guess what? When you have an eclipse, that's when that time of season where you will meet. So when the moon and the sun they meet, but and the way the Bible explains it, how the moon rises, when we say rising from the east based on our observation, there's the movement of the sun goes through a portal.
But I'm ready when y'all are. I'm back. I'm ready when y'all are.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, Mr.
Wait. So let me. All right. So now, okay. So we got the firmament, right? All right. And space is so. Is there anything outside of the firmament, or is everything inside of the firmament?
I'll give an example, Mr. Like basically, the Bible gives you there are levels, right? It says there is a heaven where the birds fly, right? And then it says there is another level where the stars are. And then it says the third is where it's supposed where the angels and the most, the heavenly realm is, right? Now, that remember, Genesis made a sample. He says God separated the waters that are above from the water that's below, and he called the space in between firmament. So when I'm saying that it's within, it's with like what we call earth. That's everything. The only thing that's quote unquote outside is the level where the waters are, but the stars are not in that dimension. Everything is within the realm, but there's three levels. So when scientists say, "Oh, we went to the moon," no, I told you, like the firmament is like a prison for them.
But let me jump in real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, Hulk.
All right, so let me talk to, because fasting is a little bit different from me. I don't like to talk about the Bible to people, to an audience that pretty much doesn't believe the Bible. So let's just talk about some things that a lot of people might not realize. Well, let's talk about on a sphere. Now, in the spherical model, basically the curve has to account for 7.98 inches per mile. So that means every mile the Earth has a dip 7.98 inches. And if you know any layouts on any cities or architectural plans or bridges or anything, there's nothing that accounts for that. When they lay out a building or they lay out a structure over train tracks or whatever you would call it, there's nothing that accounts for a 7.98 inch drop every mile. And also in airplanes, there's nothing in the gyroscope or the navigational equipment that accounts for airplane to dip its nose every so often to account for it moving over the sphere. in a spherical curve. So and I talked about the Earth spinning due east at 1,000 miles per hour. Come on now, just think about that. Like Fasting said, what we actually observe is a fixed Earth. And if you go to the northern Arctic Circle or Alaska, or Polaris is a North Star. If you look at Polaris, the atmosphere at that point, and you can find many people who into astronomy, because actually what people don't realize, I'm actually a student of actual science. I grew up studying physics, every science. I was a person to study everything. So when you sit there and you want to talk about, I could tell you gravity 9.8 meters per second squared. I know a lot about quantum mechanics and I understand that. So I'm not speaking as somebody who doesn't know anything. I'm just telling you there are a lot of things that we've accepted doctrinally in sciences that are theoretical at best, but they're not observable. And if you look at what we're told and you look at what is, like, for example, I remember being out on a night one time and I looked at the moon, full moon, brightest day on the clear sky. And I noticed eventually, as I looked at the moon, a few clouds came. And I noticed that some clouds were actually in front of the moon and some clouds were behind the moon. And I was like, hold on, maybe it's an optical illusion or something. And I want everybody to Google the sun and Google the moon. And you'll see pictures that reflect what I saw of clouds in front and behind the moon. This is real. I mean,
oh shit, my bad.
And not to mention NASA in Hebrew. In the Hebrew, actually, the Hebrew term of NASA means to deceive. Like, if you look at the space launches with NASA, that rocket doesn't actually leave the atmosphere. It actually curves over. Like, it doesn't break through. And the Van Allen belt, which is supposed to be an impenetrable field that's supposed to reflect. Now, here's the thing. The firmament, as the Bible calls it, is actually what science calls the Van Allen belt. And there's a CIA operation called Operation Fishbowl. It's really real. And it's when they did nuclear tests, and they were actually testing the atmosphere by having high altitude detonations of nuclear bombs to see if they can break through the firmament. Now, people don't want to research this, but all this has been unclassified and you can actually test it. And the fact that they actually have this stuff down should just raise at least questions. The Antarctic Treaty, also, you can take a ship to ice wall, and the extreme islands of the edge they'll let you do, but they will not let you start an expedition currently on the actual ice of Antarctica.
All right,
it's always government. Mm-hmm.
That's a great, and this is why I say flat earthers do have a lot of things to their point, because shout out to Zero for the $4.99. Appreciate you, bro. And hey, I will be dropping the link so you guys can come in here and go to battle. But hey, man, it's a lot of flat earthers. I've seen a lot of dudes in here, man, that believe in flat earth. So I mean, hey, it's something to it. Well, the Van Allen belt, that's a big thing too, Hope. And the fact of the matter that it's pretty much, it hasn't been proven. It's never been openly admitted by anyone from the United States government or the NASA that man did not go to the moon. Okay, there was not a man-made mission on the moon. Even I think when Russia did it, Russia didn't actually send a person. They sent a satellite, or like the Sputnik or whatnot, because of the Van Allen belt. You would literally fucking burn the fuck up. Like, there's nothing, no amount of, I think they would use tungsten or whatnot is the mineral they use that would make it possible for you to allegedly or theoretically enter and exit the Earth's atmosphere without completely totally being disintegrated. To make it there to the moon, land on the moon, and come back. So there's a lot of things to that. If y'all really want to get tinfoil hatish, the Stanley Kubrick is said to be the producer, director, person that helped orchestrate the footage for the moon landing. Okay, everybody knows. If you don't know about Stanley Kubrick was the guy that did Eyes Wide Shut, so on and so forth. He let out a whole lot of too much information. Almost all of his movies are extremely occultic and symbolic. Look it up if you haven't already. But it's been claimed that he was a person who did the taping of the moon landing. Everyone knows the iconic picture of the flag waving in the air on the moon, which is impossible because there is no air on the moon. There is no fucking atmosphere. So it's not even possible for the flag to wave, but they had the flag waving and all kinds of different things. And also, out of all the satellite pictures that we've had, since then, and especially being that the moon doesn't have an atmosphere or anything that will be able for it to be blown over or covered up, there haven't been any satellite pictures of the flag being stamped on the moon since the moon landing. So when you think about it, it's a lot of things that, serve as a great argument to the point of things such as, at least for the moon landing, and then the Van Allen belt, the science of it, saying that it's extremely improbable, if not impossible, for people to travel to the moon or travel outside the Earth's atmosphere and those things.
Hey, Mr. Fantastic, the moon landing is as real as Joe Biden winning by a landslide.
But not just that.
We're gonna stay off of politics, man. We're gonna stay off of politics. Well, go ahead.
Yeah, it's like, put it this way, y'all. Just think why the world governments are concerned with leaving the Earth while we have bigger issues here on the Earth. And you know how much money goes into NASA funding? Even to this day, where they allegedly having the biggest crisis in human history, allegedly, they're still funding a space program. They're still funding in a lot of this stuff while they're building an infrastructure here on Earth, where I think all of the money is actually going, is to organize the world governments to infiltrate all systems of our economy, bringing the world together. And why yet they think that y'all going to leave and go live on the moon or Mars? Y'all want to talk about imagination? Why they got y'all idiots thinking that y'all going to live on Mars? They're putting you on a prison planet right now, where they're telling you to wear all this stuff and lockdown and all this. It doesn't even make sense. Just like objectively, yeah, you're really going to go to Mars when you can't even leave your house. But that's what they got many of y'all believing in. And people don't understand, well, why would they lie? When has the government told the truth about anything? NASA isn't really even a government. It's a private organization into which the government does to some degree regulate. It's like the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve is not government, folks. It's basically a private company, where that's owned by a lot of other people that the government kind of regulates. So if you look at how this world really works, it is explainable why there's a deception and what they have to gain by having everybody believe these things, because it's basically a sleight of hand, a clever distraction. Give people the illusion that they can do things and put all this imagination into leaving the planet. Y'all talk about the Bible people, but yeah, y'all really think you're going to live on the moon and Mars one day and talk about head and nerd, talking about people who actually, like, I'll put it this way, death is very real. All y'all niggas going to die. All of y'all niggas for certain are going to die, and none of you are ready. I don't care. All this atheistic talk, all of this, when you feel death moving through your body, you're going to believe that there's somebody there that's going to help you, because you're going to be talking to him. You're not going to close your eyes with a smile on your face and just fade into the ether, folks.
Hey, Hawk, not only that, they're going to see the angel of death. Like everybody who, before they die, they see their angel. And sometimes they say, why are you here? Yeah, then they're going to be like, oh my God. That's going to be every atheist's last word. Oh my God.
Hey, and look, I tell people, it's like the Big Bang Theory. The Big Bang Theory had to be created for y'all to believe in the evolutionary theory, because they had to create enough time to convince people that somehow from inorganic material, y'all can evolve into humans. So y'all started off as rocks. You can't even say you started off as amoeba or bacteria, because that still didn't explain how did that come. And according to the Big Bang, everything started as an explosion of matter, not organic matter, but just matter, stardust or whatever. They don't even know exactly what it is, but they said from that, everything spun together as dust. And from the whole idea of science saying that life came from non-life, there's no scientific method, there's no evidence, there's no experiment that's testable, repeatable that proves that life came from non-life. What do we see in objective reality? That all life had to come from life. That you came from your parents. Your parents weren't dead, so you had to come from life. If they recreated a living human being, they had to extract living biological material from that human being to create anything from that human being, such as blood. They don't make blood out of anything but material that came from a living body. So there's nothing in science that they'll tell you, oh, the primordial ooze and the ether, but all of those are just terminology to say they don't know what the hell. They don't have a how, a why, or a what for the beginning. They tell y'all niggas that y'all start off as nothing and you're going to end as nothing, but somehow you attribute value to what happens in between.
All right, so hey man, y'all heard it.
I got so many questions.
y'all heard it. More flat earthers. I know a lot of y'all flat earthers down here, man. So hey, make sure y'all hit that link, man. Shit, I got Complex Easy. This nigga don't never join the panel. So I know this is gonna be good tonight. And we got Lord, we got fucking Troll Supreme, motherfucking Big Truck Series, man. Welcome to the channel, brother. Over here we got my man Ramil Amir in the building, man. So hey, all you flat earth niggas, man, make sure y'all hit that link, get y'all ass up here, cause bro, it's Tinfoil Tuesdays. Hey, everything is on the table, baby. Ain't no, nigga, no. Hey, you got, go for what you know, go for broke, and do the best you can. Cause I'm telling you, Fast in His Life is on the loose. He finna hit y'all with this. Guess what? And y'all niggas gonna have to motherfucking weather the storm now. He got Hulk backing him up. So hey, y'all gotta come with it, man. So
that's right. The Bible is king.
The doors are officially open.
All right. Hey, fast and light or spiritual? One question though. What would benefit the government for lying about the shape of the earth?
Okay, I can answer that. Well, first of all, see, when you say the shape of the earth, they already start to conform how you think. All we know objectively is that the surface of the earth is flat. If we never left the planet and stood outside the planet to objectively see what the earth actually looks like, which if we never left the earth, then we won't know, because all the evidence and all those pictures that you think you're seeing from the ISS and all this stuff, trust me, it's CGI. I know y'all niggas really believe that stuff is real. And I get it. Look, y'all really believe it.
I got a question there. And you know, it's funny.
You didn't answer the question.
Yeah. Oh my bad.
No, he didn't answer the question. I said, well, how would that benefit the government?
Okay, it benefits the government because they can sit there and fund a lot of money into something that doesn't exist and use it for something that you won't ever guess to look at, like building the infrastructure to control y'all niggas in this system they building right now, where y'all about to get quarantined, vaccinated, and all this other bullshit.
It's basically like a pyramid scheme. Tell you, oh look, there's a flying rainbow.
Where do you think they getting all the money to connect the world governments and do all this underhanded stuff to create all this science and all this infrastructure? What do you think the money is going to? Why they think y'all building the space program to go to Mars? The government, because remember, the governments are liars. They never tell you the truth about where the money's going.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so
why you think that? Even the military they overcharge it for bullets, they overcharge for airplanes, they overcharge for helicopters and weapons and all that stuff.
I guess they're not doing a good job at it because NASA is like very underfunded. So
no, that's what they're telling you. See, here's the issue. Why do you believe everything that they tell you? Why do you believe the numbers? Just like these people who believe the CDC numbers. Y'all don't understand how these organizations are controlling y'all. Y'all just baited by any information that align government. The same for all these slavery loving niggas out here. The same government that instituted slavery and all this stuff, y'all seem to believe them when they use their corrupt institutions, which we know are funded by people. And when money's involved, it's always lies and corruption.
Okay, another question then. NASA's not the only space agency. Why do you think South Korea, Russia, China has one? Japan, are they all lying?
They're all lying for the same reason. They're all lying about what's happening to you right now. All the countries in the world are shutting down for the same lie that benefits controlling you and forcing you to do what they want you to do or don't participate in society.
I don't see how Russia.
Let me ask a complex. Are you wearing a mask?
Real quick. Shout out to Lil Big Nate. I gotta read it out loud, man, for the Cash App thing. Oh man. Our little big nigga with the smoke from earlier, man. Big truck, you done made some friends already, man. Let me see.
Well, here's the thing. Somebody said a little while ago, I think it was spiritual. I could be wrong, but he said that there's no action that a pilot has to make in order to keep his plane pointed at the Earth when he's flying at altitude.
No, I didn't say that. I did. Let me clarify what I said before you start building on that. I basically said, if the Earth is a sphere, if an airplane is moving over 3,000 miles or more, that has to account for him flying over a sphere, and there's nothing that does that. Now, if an airplane wants to descend, it just simply descends. It doesn't tip the nose to go over a curve.
Okay, well, first of all, let me help you out with that. There's this thing we call gravity, right? A plane doesn't have to descend. It's forced to descend. A plane has to create lift just to keep itself from being pulled back to the Earth. And as for pointing at the Earth, it's called angular momentum. It's the same reason why when a space shuttle takes off, it starts to curve rather than just go straight.
Gravity doesn't exist.
Let me tell you something. Hold on. Let me deal with Big Trucker first. Big Trucker. Hold on, Big Trucker. Explain to me how smoke rises if gravity is all encompassing the whole every drop of water in the ocean, but yet it can allow smoke to rise. Now, don't tell me about density and buoyancy. I'm going to say
density exactly because
here's the issue. But gravity is a constant. It's all powerful, all encompassing. It can hold the entire atmosphere in place. But if you fill a balloon, if you fill a balloon with helium, which is a gas, just like the gases that exist in the atmosphere, somehow that helium in that balloon can override gravity.
Yeah.
And if you fill a balloon with helium, 1/2 helium and 1/2 oxygen, that balloon will actually stay in place. Now, if gravity was this powerful force, if gravity was this powerful force that can seem to hold everything down, but somehow it allows things with gases that exist within the gaseous atmosphere to rise through it. Like, how do you determine density and buoyancy from just being from gravity? If the Earth is flat, then it's all density and buoyancy.
Gas is way different,
right? Excuse me. First of all, you're conflating two different things. You're conflating density and the shape of the Earth. But let me ask you a very quick question. You're in a room right now. What are you surrounded by?
What you mean? What am I surrounded by?
You're surrounded by air. Would you consider your body more or less dense than the air around you? Your body. Okay, I'll give you the answer.
That's density then, sir. That's density.
But to answer your question about the
that doesn't explain gravity. Hold on. You're not explaining gravity. You're not explaining. To put it this way, explain gravity within density. That's what I want. Explain gravity within density.
Well, density is designed as mass divided by volume. That's
no. I mean objectively. I know this. I know the equations. I mean objectively. Determine it in real time using objective reality, using just like you described my room. Explain to me objectively density and gravity.
It's very
and how they play into each other without giving me equations that I can look up myself.
Okay, if you take a cup of water right now and you turn that cup of water upside down, the water is going to fall towards the floor. The reason why is because the water is more dense than the air around it.
So explain gravity, how gravity plays into that.
It's very simple. Gravity pulls everything that has atoms and molecules towards the center of the mass of the Earth. So
yeah, but if it's density.
Wait, are you just gonna keep talking? Do you talk over your teachers when you're in fucking school?
Sir, you're the captain of talking over people, so you should have more patience than everybody.
I'm trying to work on myself ever since Trump lost that election. I'm trying to be a nicer person.
All right, respect.
Anyway, as I was saying, gravity pulls everything towards the center of the Earth. The oxygen in the atmosphere can't escape simply because gravity's pulling on it. It just so happens that the oxygen and the air and the other gases are less dense than the water and even your body and the rock. So things still pile up towards the center of the Earth in relation to their individual density. So that means that when you said a helium balloon floats, that's because the helium is less dense than the oxygen mixture in the air. Oxygen in the air is mixed with nitrogen. That's what you breathe the most of. Helium is the second on the periodic table. Oxygen is higher. Therefore, helium is lighter. Helium.
Yeah, but my question to you: if gravity is all-encompassing, why doesn't it pull all molecules, like you said, down?
Exactly.
And why does it allow some to go up and not all?
It does. What it does is it pulls them as close to the center of the Earth as the other things below them. So that
I got another question for you.
Let me finish.
Okay.
Water is always going to sink below air, always on Earth. The air doesn't leave the Earth. The air stays within a boundary. It's not a glass ceiling. It's a boundary where the air stays.
Okay, let's talk about that boundary. If that boundary is against an infinite vacuum, give me the equation that accounts for a magnetic field against an infinite vacuum. And somehow why that doesn't allow.
All right, first of all, let me help you out. There's no such thing as a pure vacuum. That's number one.
That's what space is. That's what space is, sir.
No. Space is not there's no such thing as a pure vacuum simply because there's.
Then what is space? Tell me what space is then.
Space is an absence of matter, but a pure vacuum does not exist.
So what is in space when it's not filled with planets or whatever they say it is? What is it? What is the emptiness? What is the empty spaces in space called?
But that's the whole point. The empty space is called space. That's the term for it. It's called space.
That doesn't quantify anything. We're talking about on a quantum level. That doesn't quantify anything.
Let me read the super chat. Shout out to BLS and Holden for the $2. Nothing in the spiritual guys making sense. Hey man, a lot of what he's saying making sense, bro. He's definitely doing some work up here.
Crazy.
Hold on, real quick. Shout out to Little Big Nate said, how much to kick this nigga off the panel for shout out to Little Big Nate for the pin, man. Pin on cash, I appreciate you. But go ahead, man. Y'all got it. Go ahead.
I wanted to mention the brother who was a BL and S holding. You know why it doesn't make sense? Well, because you were indoctrinated by the government. That's why you can't understand it. It's like trying to explain to a 2-year-old was it 6th grade math. He's not gonna understand.
Okay, well, I got a question then about the because I don't have any opinion. I don't know about the flat. I just know one thing. I clicked on the stream and I see Google right below this shit saying, "Here is the real," but they automatically won't let y'all get this shit up. They got the thing on the bottom. Here's the real information on flat. Anyway, my question is this: how does the sun get from one side to the other?
Oh, I can explain that.
Wait, Ramel, what was that question?
Well, actually, that's wrong. That's false because
for the people who think the Earth is substance, I don't really got it. How does the sun get from the east to the west, or however it goes?
Well, let me explain the scientific model first. In the scientific model, this is how it goes. The Earth is spinning at about a little over 1,000 miles per hour, and the solar system is moving through the galaxy at about 35,000 miles per hour, and then somehow the entire galaxy is supposed to be moving through the universe at some a crazy speed. And here's the thing, because people think that everything's fixed, but in the space model, the solar system is actually warping around the galaxy.
Right, so I'm asking you, brother, how does the sun go from the east to west? Same pace, same time every day.
On the flat Earth model, and you can look this up. They got it all in it. Just type in. It's better if you see the video models. And just like Fasting said, the United Nations.
I'm asking
map
you, brother. How does the sun?
No, I got to give you a picture first, and I'm just telling you the closest thing. The closest thing they got is the United Nations map. If you take a flat surface and you do it, and the sun can move around at the equator on a flat surface. You got to imagine, think of a clock, and think of the sun. Because think about it, the sun and the moon are like moving around like the equator on a flat surface. If you draw a circle,
but the equator goes around like the equator.
I'm telling you, draw a circle. Think about a flat. Throw a circle on a flat surface.
Okay, draw a circle on a flat. Okay,
and then in the middle, in that circle. Imagine, it's hard to do this when you can't show you an image. Let me find the image.
I'm just asking, okay, Fasting, can you explain how if something's flat Earth, allegedly, how does the sun go from the east to the west at the same time, every day, same position, every day? It's been doing this the same way. How does that happen on the flat Earth? I'm really being curious.
Yeah, basically, how the clock moves is how the Earth, how the sun and moon moves. That's why, for an example, right? That's why I wanted to show you. You look at the UN map, the Roman map, all the ancient map. It shows you what the Earth is flat and all the continents are somehow.
Yeah, the older map. Yeah, but how does the sun
basically
shine
just
on the whole Earth? How does it shine on the light up the whole Earth from the east to the west at the same position, the same parts every day? What are we saying? We don't rotate it? What does the sun rotates around?
The Earth stands still. The sun and moon they move around.
So the sun moves, but you notice, but you know how big. So you're saying the sun, so the Earth doesn't move. The Earth can stand still, but you're saying that the sun is what revolves around the. So does it go above and below? So when it's dark, it's below the flat surface.
No. It has a cycle. That's why I was giving the example. Look at a clock, right? The hour needle represents the sun. The minute needle represents the moon. That's why in a year the sun goes through every day, right? But the moon goes only 354 days, meaning it's 10 days short. Because because if you look at a minute, right, the hour clock moves slower.
Okay, so when it's dark outside, where's the sun at?
It's on the other part of the Earth. That's why you can call somebody in China. Let's say it's daytime here, it's nighttime over there, because that's how.
But if it's on the other, but what you're not saying, but it's a flat surface, and the sun goes from the east to the west. So that means if it's a flat surface where the sun is at, it would. The whole side will be light at one time.
The Earth is big. But
the sun is bigger. But the sun is bigger.
No, Rami, have you been to the sun? Do you know how big it is? Or you believe what they gave you the number?
Well, I'm just talking about according to like measurements. You can determine because you can look at how big the moon is.
Theory. It's not an actual fact because nobody has ever been to the sun. They're basically giving a measurement based on their observation.
Okay,
nobody knows how big the sun is. Nobody knows.
Okay. So you're saying that the sun could possibly be? You saying the Earth could possibly be bigger than the sun? Are you saying
what?
Well,
because you're saying that the sun moves and the Earth doesn't. So that would mean that the Earth. I mean, for the sun to rotate around the Earth, right? Wouldn't that have to be like the Earth would have to be bigger? Right, because the sun, the sun was how close is the sun? You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to understand. But
Ramil, here's the thing. Those
questions. I still didn't get my question about how the sun moves from one side to the other. But
I gave that's why I gave you the example. I'll put it this way, Ramil. It's hard to believe a new idea. Why, if you so indoctrinated? That's what I'm saying.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm trying.
That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Like I say, how the Earth, how the moon and sun move is how. Look at the clock. That's why even if you look at some of the models, they explain it. They will put the map of the world, how it looks like in the UN, and you put a clock, how it moves. That's how you'll be, okay, how come in one side? Because that's how the clock moves, right? It moves counterclockwise. So based on where you are, when the sun comes, you seeing it from the east, it has a movement. And then when they talk about tilting and all that stuff, notice sometimes when you look at a watch, right? The minute needle will meet the sun, right? They'll meet together and then it switches over. That meeting, when you interpret it, when it comes to the luminaries, that's what you call when you have the eclipse, when the movement of the sun, when they're going through a portal.
So the sun revolves around just like the needle.
Yes,
it revolves around the outer diameter of the flat surface. That's what you're saying?
Everything is within our firmament, meaning. Everything they told you when they talk about
what direction does the sun rise from the east? That's what I'm saying. How does it? What does it go? Does it go clockwise? Does it go above and under? Does it go
from our perspective? It rises from the east. But like I say, if you look at that's what I say. You have to look at the map and understand. If you look at the world map, according to how the flat Earth is basically breaking it down, you use the clock. How the clock moves, and that's how it determines like the movement.
So when it's dark outside, the sun is under the flat surface. That's what you're saying because it goes clockwise around.
The Earth is flat, right? Okay, watch this.
You're trying to say it looks like a flat clock.
Okay, what's under the Earth? What's under the Earth? That's what I'm saying. If it's flat, what's the under? Like if the ground is flat, if you dig under the ground is mud. What's under the part of the Earth?
I'll put it this way, Ramil. I have no physical evidence because I've never gone under the Earth.
Well, here's the thing.
What's under the flat surface?
I can help you.
How thick is the
Ramil.
How about this? How thick is it?
Here it is, Ramil. The science will just throw you numbers out here, but how can you tell? How can you verify anything that science tells you about what's
happening?
No, I'm just saying no. Listen. If If science is telling you that the Earth is such and such thick, how are you gonna verify that?
I'm asking you guys because
I'm asking you because here's the thing, Ramil. First of all, everything is not for us to know, and we need to accept that because science even accepts that everything is not for us to know. But the things that are for us to know is where the turmoil is. It's like here's the thing: you cannot care about what happens to you when you die, but you still do anyway. And here's the thing: what hope do you have in what science tells you? Nothing.
There is literally no benefit for them lying about the shape of the Earth. Like,
hold on, bro. Hold on.
Understand.
You're not understanding this because
I do.
Hold on. If the purpose of the afterlife, from a biblical perspective, it means that this world is not about you living your best life, but you getting reconciled with your Creator and understanding who He is and what you have to do with that. Then let's think about this. If the Bible actually supports the shape of the Earth, then what does it do? It verifies the Bible, like creation itself. Does it make sense that everything came from nothing, or that creation came from a creator? Which is more logical? That everything spontaneously combusted from nothing, or that, like we see in everything else in objective reality, some person or made something. Which one sounds more logical based on what you can see and test?
I don't know. That's a different.
No,
real quick. Let me shout out the BLS and holding for again, man, for the $5. Yep, I've been indoctrinated with math and science because I'm an engineer. I guess everything I learned is wrong. Then,
yeah, actually it is because why does man create things? Why does everything man creates has an objective flaw? Yeah, it has a flaw. We cannot create technology that doesn't have a detriment to something else. It's all flawed.
A simple question for you, man.
We can't. The sun. I'm looking at the sun. So the sun rotates in a circle above the Earth, right? That's what I'm seeing, right? So, and
isn't that what you see in objective reality? Isn't that what you see in objective reality?
Is there anyone I should speak?
So basically,
one I should click on specifically, Hope, or just leave it like this?
Yeah, click on that one on the fourth on the right.
Yeah, that one.
Basically,
the one before that. Yeah.
Okay. This is what I was asking. So the sun can only. So you're saying the Earth. So y'all saying that the sun is smaller than the Earth, and that it only lights up enough of it at a time.
Yeah, the sun is a light.
And that okay. So this under that water, how is that water? You see that water on the edge? How does that water on the edge not? What's holding that water up? Is it a big gate?
Let me ask you.
That's the ice wall. That's the ice wall.
Ice wall. Oh, it's the ice wall. So
Ramil, if you any pictures you see of Antarctica, guess what you're going to see?
Under that ice,
ice wall.
So what's under the ice?
Ramil,
flat surface. So we're in the flat surface surrounded by a big wall of ice with the.
That's what you can see, Ramil,
above us that can only.
And everything you just described is what you can objectively test. When you look at pictures of Antarctica, all they're going to show you is basically a giant wall with ice falling off of it.
Bro,
and hold on, wait, y'all, because I know y'all jumping, but y'all, when you look up from a flat surface, which you stand on, you do see a sun that doesn't look as big as it is. I understand perspective and distance and all this. I understand that, but I'm just saying when you look up. Do you see does it look like the sun is even from an airplane? I've looked at an airplane and the sun from an airplane when I'm at 30,000 plus feet. It does, it doesn't look far. And I don't know how many people have been in the airplane at that altitude above the clouds and look at the sun.
And it doesn't look far. Stars don't look far because you can still see them, right?
Well, first of all, stars are like let me tell you something. Years. If you look at a star through a microscope, you do not see what they describe to you in that illustration. I've looked at a high power microscope, and it does not reflect what we see in the illustration as we see in a picture of a star. That's not what you see.
Well, I mean, if you look under a telescope, look at an atom or molecule, it's not going, or a cell, it's not going to look the same as that picture.
First of all,
let me add
addressing the stars.
Hold on, wait. Bro, Truth ain't got in here. Then we got El Dominio.
And then Complex.
Hey, Mr. Let me just add in to what Maureen was asking, and then you can pass it to the brothers. Ramil, watch this. How do you know we only have the continent? How do you know there is no an additional 33 other continents outside of what we know?
Because we're not at war with them.
Well, bro, I don't know. Look,
do you know that there's 33 more continents? There's a map.
We have not. We have not discovered the whole Earth. We have not discovered the whole Earth. So I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm not saying it's impossible.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. I'm actually in agreement with you. That's what I say. If there are 33 additional continents,
now, I'm not agreeing with that. Now I don't know if there's 33.
Okay, now watch it from here. How you not agree on something where you have no proof that it exists?
You have no proof.
Hold on, bro. Even the pictures of the flat Earth don't show 33 continents.
Ramil, let me ask you a question. Ramil, based on science, are you most of what science tell you? Hold on, stop, Ramil. Hold on. Most of what science telling you, are you able to verify for yourself by what you see, or do you have to take your word that what a star is what it is? Like, you haven't been in outer space, so you have to take on faith that what science is telling you is out there is what it is.
Well, we use the sun as an example, but what I'm saying is that
the sun doesn't look as big. The sun doesn't look like 38. What is it? 3.8 to the 10th power million. I mean,
that thing does look pretty big. I mean,
Ramil, when you look up, it doesn't look that big, because if you look at hold, let me prove it. Look, I know that moon is 1/6 the size of the Earth. And all of that, and everybody said the moon is supposed to be close, but if you notice, the moon and the sun look the same size. And they said, the distance accounts for the size difference, but they still look like the same size, and they look like the eclipse.
How come when there is an eclipse? I mean, then when the moon takes over, the moon covers the whole sun.
I'm glad you brought that. Find me the eclipse picture, and there are plenty of videos online. Hold on, Ramil, you gotta listen. Ramil, you gotta listen. Find me the picture. You can find it where you see the moon approaching and departing the sun. Ever in history. Just find me the picture where you see of a solar eclipse and you see the moon actually approaching the sun and departing the sun.
Well, real quick, let me catch up the Cornerstone podcast for the $4.99. Blah 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 blah. Rahul, I got you, brother. Hold on, real quick. Wait. I hear you down there. We got one in front of you. Then you have to bro truth, man. I got you coming, brother. I hear you. Let me see. Where's the other one? He had another one. Shout out to Cornerstone podcast again for the $4.99. Ramil still undefeated and debating.
I'm not even debating. I'm just curious about more curious.
We got my man Dark Side Nova for the $4.99. Medicine, religion, meaning of life, knowing how the earth really works in comparison to your own body. These are all reasons to lie about the earth. Yeah.
Let me ask y'all a question. Why
the map y'all showed didn't show 33 continents? The map y'all did not show 33.
Ramil, why is the government censoring the flat earth, but they don't censor the lies like Santa Claus and all this other stuff? Why y'all wonder about that?
They're not censoring it. We're talking about it right now.
Yeah, they do. Yet, trust me, this stream will get put down if it stays up long enough. They censor the flat earth. They actually scrub.
They really censor.
I did it. I don't know. I think I still got my stream up, but you niggas was talking about flat earth. We got like 2,000 goddamn views. I think that stream is still
most of the videos you will find on YouTube right now are against the flat earth. There used to be tons of videos for the flat earth, and they all been taken down.
There's literally videos on YouTube right now. It's not a conspiracy. Listen, there's people who tie GoPros and cameras to balloons. That's why my picture is a balloon. And the balloon flies up in the sky. It goes all the way up until it can't go anymore. And then you can see down from the camera and you can see the earth curving. How do you explain that? There's plenty of videos.
First of all, no. They have the same videos. They have the same videos to show a flat surface. It depends on if it's a fish eye lens. They already talked about that.
They already changed it. They don't do the fish eye.
But if you can say, I can find the same video that doesn't have the curve.
Spiritual, you can do this tomorrow. Like,
I see you.
You can too.
I'm just not gonna waste my time knowing that I already know.
Why are you expecting me to?
Because you
hold on, listen to this. Look, for the sake of conversation, I don't care if y'all don't believe in God, man. But that's what this is about. It's like y'all acting like, hold on, let me tell you why this flat earth is important. Because it all comes down to y'all believing if what science is your God and you believe that the world is all there is, and that's why most of y'all niggas are just living for things and y'all not preparing for death. That's fine with me. I don't care what happens to y'all niggas when y'all die. I really don't.
Well, damn. Shout out to Cornerstone podcast again for the $4.99. Flat Earth content is first because it's fake news. I don't know, man. It's a lot of good points. And we gonna vote you, man. Hold on, I got you, bro. We got you after this, bro. It's bro truth, then it's you. Bro truth, go ahead. Bro,
Oh,
wait,
no.
go ahead. Now you can go ahead. El Domino, this Los Andes. What's up, bro?
Oh, not much, man. Thank you for having me here. I really appreciate that. So, yeah, I'd like to add that, essentially there is all these types of justifications for the flat earthers. You know what I mean? They have the Zedek method. You know what I mean? Which emphasizes the evidence of science to back claims up. But however, there is one religion, or there's a couple of them, that does believe sort of in flat Earth, and I think one of them is Islam.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So yeah, I just wanted to add that.
Okay, well, I didn't even know that, but
that's true. I talked to many people from Islam and many people from around the world. Y'all don't understand how small Western culture is. There's a lot of things about in the West that they don't believe in the rest of the world. Like the rest, in this country, they got y'all believing in Santa Claus and all this other stupid stuff. But when you go across the world, they're not believing in none of this, and don't even associate Santa Claus with the Bible, because most of y'all niggas think that what y'all corrupt preachers are telling you, unbiblically, is about the Bible. Most of y'all haven't even read it. Y'all haven't read it. You don't read no book and read a few lines and say you know about the book. I've read the book several times.
Why should we care about? You said we should care about what happens after we die. Like, should that be a main concern?
Yes, Ramil. Because if you're wrong, because if you're wrong, Ramil, guess what eternity means, bro? It means it's forever.
Because I've actually, if I'm wrong, I'm gonna just tell you, I'm gonna just be like, okay, God, I know I've been wrong, and before you send me to hell, I just gotta ask you.
Ramil.
But look,
God gave you all the evidence. Ramil, you don't believe.
I've died before. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. Unfortunately, I've been in this situation right there. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm not trying to say, look. I was actually pretty much dead, and
I had that same experience one time, Ramil.
So I'm gonna just leave. I'm not trying to say. At the end of the day, once I'm dead, I'm dead. I can't, what I'm saying.
But that's the issue, Ramil. That's what you think. That's what you think. You don't look. You never stayed dead before.
You haven't either.
I know. But my point is. But hold on. My point is, if I'm wrong, so what? If you're wrong, that's a big issue.
No, you don't know what's going to happen either.
Bro, let me tell you something. None of y'all believe that your life doesn't have any value. Like, you don't believe you're just chemicals reacting predetermined by how the chemicals coalesce in your body. You actually attribute an infinite value to yourself because your identity comes from something more than you're just a piece of dirt. When you step on an ant, you don't care because it's perceived as an ant. But when you step on a person, you give it more value because for where it comes from.
Laws.
Like I said, man, like when you dead, I don't know, man. I'm not
Ramil, if we covet life so much to just not care about what happens.
This is why other people are surpass us because we worry about what
happens. Ramil, I'm more productive than most of these lazy niggas out here that's chasing bitches. All right. They spend most of their time doing all this dumb stuff. I don't have those problems. I'm like you, bro. I'm very focused. I don't waste time doing anything. But to sit there and have a finite short life, bro, I'm close to 40, bro. This life moves fast. And people older than me know how fast it moves. This shit'll be over in no time.
Hey, let's talk about
it'll be a waste of it not to actually wonder if you're more than what you are. Why would the world tell you the truth of what you are if it can create you in its own image to control you?
I'm not saying that's the way.
Why you think in the media they promote so much vanity, lust? Because that's indoctrinating. That's indoctrinating the women. That's indoctrinating the men to just go out and live for the things that the world can exploit you by.
Spiritual, read the comment.
What I'm saying is that I understand it's nothing. It's nothing wrong with tracing a deeper meaning of life. That's cool, but that shouldn't be the primary goal.
Ramil, let me say something. Ramil, right now there are people our age that if you go right now, they're taking their final last breaths. They're dying. If you gave them all the money and the wealth in the world, that shit wouldn't do anything for them.
Because they're dying, which everybody's gonna die. But
Ramil, it's tomorrow promised for you.
Nothing's promised in this world.
No, exactly. So to think that it can't be you,
nobody said it can't be me. It's coming to me one day too.
Exactly. So you need to think about it because you might not even live long enough to spend all your money.
Think about it, but I'm saying it can't be my primary
Ramil, it doesn't. Let me tell you something. Me worrying about my eternity doesn't stop my productivity now. Matter of fact, it increases it because as this world presents itself as more illogical and more bullshit, as y'all should be able to see by looking at this election, looking at these restrictions, looking at how they can shut down the economy. Y'all gonna realize that what really matters in life is they taking your illusion away from you, bro. Like y'all talking this crazy shit that if they tell you you won't be able to function a business, whether it be online or anything, unless you get a vaccine, either y'all niggas gonna go and do the dumbest thing ever and get injected with a vaccine, or y'all gonna sit there and y'all gonna have to question reality.
Did you hold on? See, that's another. So the vaccine. So you're saying that. So you're saying that they're gonna come to the point where you can't buy or sell without a vaccine.
Ramil, they already telling you that you can't buy or sell if you don't wear a mask. If you can't buy or sell, if you can't do a lot of things.
Yeah, many businesses will turn you away. Even if
I had a look, man.
Not buy. So you saying I can't without a mask?
No, Ramil, laws are changing.
Let me hop in on that. That's literally right. Again, like I said, a lot of this stuff, man, is linked. Okay, if they're saying this from the aspect of to people from believing in God, the God of the Bible. That's a good point. That's a good basis. Any and everything on this planet, for the most part, bro, only attacks one religion. Islam doesn't get attacked like that. You literally can't even do it. You do that shit in Islamic countries, you die or you get locked up for life. Okay. Hindu and Buddhism and things like that, they're touted as peaceful religions. So people really don't talk anything about them or go against them anyway, because their whole thing is about Zen, peace. And, you use that as some form of either meditation or, relaxation, those things, so on and so forth. Everything else in between, what am I missing? Hinduism, Buddhism.
What was it? Catholic.
Well, Catholicism is the expansion of whatever. That's just the fake. That's fake Bible-based faith or whatever the fuck. We all know what that is. That is like the pretty much like the one world faith that they combine the Bible with the all of the fucking occultic bullshit.
Yeah.
Right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I kind of want to add a little bit of emphasis that, for example, I don't want to attack the religion, not necessarily, because I'm personally Catholic. I'm not here to defend my religion, because Catholicism has done some horrible shit. We're talking about pedophilia, cotton scandals, inquisitions, shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
However, I will say this. Catholics don't go out and get upset when they offend Mary or Jesus or whatever the hell. And so my question is this: why hasn't the religion evolved? Like, in sense of, because Islam can be interpreted in many ways. The Quran is translated in different languages, but it can be interpreted in different ways. And so there are white Muslims that are actually like get a leeway, get a pass, and sort of preach the peaceful stuff about Islam. But the real Islam is Wahhabism, because you got to think about this. In Islam, there are two sects, Sunni and Shiite. And so the Sunni side, which practice Wahhabism, 99% of the mosques in the United States and globally are funded by Saudi Arabia.
Do you to the brother who was speaking, do you know that Islam was created by the Roman Catholic Church? It's a Western Christianity. They created it because they wanted to unite the East, because remember the Arabs and the quote unquote the Israelites, they always had conflict. So even if you study the history, the wife that Muhammad married, the rich lady, she was a Catholic. She was a what you call Western Christian. So even do you remember Muhammad, because he was he was a nobody, right? But the wife that married the rich, I forgot her name. Basically, she was the one who basically empowered Muhammad, because basically Muhammad was what you call a puppet. He was just.
Are you talking about Aisha?
Dummy. I don't remember her name, but I just know the history was Muhammad, right? He was a taxi driver or camel driver, and he basically converted to what you call Judaism, and then he was like, oh, you know what? What was that?
Well, hold on, real quick. Let me read this. Super chat. Hold on, wait. I gotta pay for the commercials, brother. Hold on, real quick. New World Order for the 20. Right. Tell all the flat earthers believers to look at the weather balloon videos. They fly elevations higher than airplanes can. When the balloon gets to elevation of 70,000+ feet, You can clearly see that there's a curve to the Earth. Thank you, brother, for your $20.
Right now, I'm about to look right now, man.
TCP for the 199. Happy Veterans Day. Appreciate you, brother. I'm definitely will get all this free food tomorrow.
And the funny part about that is
the guy who talked about the balloon. Guess at the end of the day, does he have the evidence what camera he used, or he believed what he was told? At the end of the day, you have to do your own experiment. Use an actual camera. Don't use a curved lens.
You did that
fasting. You can do that too,
in college. Have you did that fasting?
I don't need to. I have my eyes.
You can literally do it tomorrow.
So here's the thing, at fasting. So you know how an ant is, because I don't, like I said, this is not my issue. You know how an ant is so small that if it looks straight ahead, even if they would not be able to see, they're not able to see that far straight ahead. You know what I'm saying? So,
but Ramil, watch this. I don't have to do it because I really understand, right? It's like I don't need further proof. But if you want a proof out there, you have to do your own experiment, so you'll be convinced for yourself, right? You can't because a lot of people, they talk about people believe in the Bible, say, "Oh, you believe," but watch this. You believe the video. But have you actually done your own experiment to see what is? No, you take someone else's work.
So should we not believe video? I mean, I'm looking at this hot air balloon right now.
I mean, you can believe it or not, but at the end of the day, how do you know it's not fake?
Fasting.
You can't.
But no lie, some of this hot air balloons.
People.
Sometimes some of these hot air balloons, it could be interpreted as like a flat a little bit too, a little bit. If you look at it, it could look either way. Look, I'm looking at this one flat Earth balloon.
Yeah.
This is 170,000 feet in the air.
Yeah, I'll give an example, right? I'm watching a YouTube video. Someone said, "Oh, I got a cheeseburger," right? It said this meat is made of beef. He's eating it, right? Now watch this. Is it true that he's eating a cheeseburger made of beef? What if it's made for pig? I don't know. I have to take his word for it, right? I have no way to prove what I'm seeing. I have to believe that this person saying he's eating a steak burger, this burger is made of steak. But what if he's lying? How would you know?
Hey, fasting. Hey, Mr. Fantastic, can you go to that? I just sent you a video. Can you go to like a minute, like 30?
I ain't gonna lie.
A minute.
Hold on, an hour and like 40 minutes. Yeah, Ramel, go ahead. Go ahead, Ramel.
No, I'm looking at this one video. They like 17,000 feet in the air. Now, I ain't gonna say like the flat. Like I said, I'm not an expert in this. I came in here with no opinion, but I am gonna question some shit. But if you look at it like that, I can see how a nigga could be like, "This is a flat." But I'm not saying. I'm just looking at it.
I know it's okay to be. Come to the outside.
I'm not gonna come over that side, bro, because I still look.
Resist.
Because I look at it like this.
Hey, Ramel, I respect you, bro, because. I respect you, bro, because you're giving an honest assessment. Yeah. You're not sitting there taking one side or the other, but you're just taking the honest assessment of that. You know what? This could be at least exactly. That's all we're asking. Y'all can believe what the hell you want. I don't leave no sleep. No matter what y'all niggas believe, I don't lose no sleep. We're just trying to give y'all the picture the government ain't gonna tell y'all, so y'all can have the whole picture and make an informed decision instead of just believing. Y'all hate that y'all just have to believe the Bible, which is not true, because if you do what the Bible says, it actually improves your life and protects you from a lot of things that the world throws you into. When you don't have the biblical structure in the world, what do you rule by? Your flesh. So all these niggas out here paying child support and all these niggas out here getting controlled by these vain women. If you had biblical instruction in your life, you could have avoided some of that.
Hey, somebody in the comments said that NASA gets $50 million a year for so they can do their research, but that's still nothing compared to the military's.
No, it's way more than that, bro. NASA is getting like billions. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Somebody said 50 million in the comments.
Nah, it's like hundreds of billions. NASA is like one of the man. Come on now.
NASA is not getting a drop. Not even a drop of.
How do you know?
We see where our taxes go. That's why.
Since when the government is gonna be authentic? You just watch the election.
Okay, you're laughing, but look, we're not the only country with a space program.
I'll tell you this, right? Speaking about people in the military, remember when the war in Iraq happened? They would say, 4,000 soldiers died, right?
They just said NASA's fiscal budget for 2020 is $21.6 billion.
Wow. Yeah.
What is the military's?
Like basically,
I didn't look that up.
I was telling to what's the other brother was speaking earlier. Basically, the reason why I wanted to say how that don't believe what the government tell you. Why? Because somebody in the military told me, you know, when after the war in Iraq, they said that over 4,000 American died during this was it the Gulf War or the war in Iraq, right? That's what they told on TV, right? That's what they told everybody, right? He told us, he said that's the civilian number.
Yeah,
but
the military number is probably going to be 3 or 4 times.
George W. Bush should be tried as a prisoner of war.
Yeah.
So that's an example to tell you that just because you hear on TV and it's quote unquote official doesn't mean it's factual. That's why my favorite quote is what? Facts or opinion are agreed upon. Just because everybody agree on it doesn't mean it's a fact.
Wait, hold on. Are you Congolese? Hold on. You're Congolese. Is that a fact?
It depends.
Well, hold on, brother. Hold on. See, that's where y'all go too far, man. So
because I can tell you, but you have to believe me.
Where were you born?
In Congo.
Okay, so that will make you Congolese, right?
Yes.
So that is a fact, right?
Well, it's a fact, but how do you know I'm telling you a fact?
But I'm going based off. But I'm saying, but we say when you say all facts are just opinions agreed upon, like it's like nothing can be true. That's where y'all go too far.
No, but I'll give an example, Ramil, right? Does every American, well, how should I put this? Us growing up before what you call YouTube and all that, right? Did every American go to school and everybody, all of us, were told that America landed on the moon? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, we were told that. Yeah.
So right there, okay, that's a good example. Is it true? Is it a fact?
But we know that the Soviet.
What I'm saying is that fact. There are such things as facts. I'm not talking about the moon. I'm talking about there are such things that are not subject to somebody's opinion. There are some things that are absolute truth.
No, I'm saying my quote when
For
I say
instance,
facts
you being
are
Congolese,
agreeing upon, right? Now, because every American
nobody's agreeing upon that. That's just the truth. You are Congolese. That's not an agreement. That's not nobody's opinion.
Interesting you say that, Ramil, because that's the biblical claim we have. But if you notice that when it comes to morality, then we don't have absolutes anymore. Even though, look, if somebody can tell me that punching them in the face isn't wrong. Hold on. Let me tell you something. Somebody can tell me that if you punching somebody in the face, it's not wrong until I do it to them. And they'll complain about me punching them in the face. And I'll say, well, if morality is subjective, then you can't complain. They'll say, it is. It's wrong.
But we're not talking about morality. We're talking about fact. There are such things as facts.
Yeah,
we've
lost morality. I agree.
There are such things as facts. That's all I'm saying. There are such things as absolute truth.
Of course. I agree.
Yeah. But I think maybe seeing why I use an example. My quote, right? Listen to it. Facts are opinions are agreed upon. Now, I said the moon landing. Everybody in America has been taught, indoctrinated to believe that the moon landing is quote unquote fact based on NASA's video, based on NASA's pictures, based on them dancing over there, right? Everybody agrees.
It could be propaganda.
But watch this. How do you know it is a fact when you've never been to the moon? You were not there present. You have no way to prove it's true. You have to what? Believe that what you were told is a fact. Therefore,
how about archives?
My quote is facts are opinion agreed upon. Why? Because everybody agreed that the moon landing is a fact.
That's not every fact. Okay, that's not. I would say some facts are.
I mean that quote, like I say, if something can be proven as a fact, that quote doesn't apply. That's why.
Cool.
One thing I want to bring up.
Our opinion agreed upon. Why? Because if everybody agrees on it, who's out there to deny that it's because watch it. If 1 million American agrees that the moon landing happened, that everything that's there is true, and you have one American who says it's false, the majority rules. So he's gonna be looked at as a crazy cook. But watch it. If the person asks the people who believe the moon landing is real, say, prove it to me. They can't because none of them have been to the moon to see that America left a quote unquote flag over there. So at the end of the day, he's gonna look at them and say, well, you're actually believing in an opinion because you have no way of proving that it's a fact. You believe it's a fact, but it's not.
Here's one thing I'd want to add. Here's one thing I'd want to add since we're talking about flat Earth is, okay, yeah, like in some extent you could say that fact can be an opinion of someone, but what if facts actually bring real statistics? Now, it really depends on where sources you get from, but for example, they talking about aliens exist. Oh, here's my question: what really happened back in the 1940s and 1950s when New Mexico crash site? That's my question.
So you talking about the UFOs or something?
Yeah, it could be military.
Well,
project.
see, yeah, exactly, and I agree with that. Let me tell you something about like this alleged virus that y'all believe in. You can go to the FDA website that's associated with the virus, according to how it's identified by that organization. I'm not even gonna say it because that'll trigger the algorithm. I've learned that. You know what? Do you know that they say that no
World Health
isolates? No, the other one, the cat
CDC.
organization. Yeah. So I'm telling you, bro, they cracking down more than you think. Do you know they say that no isolates for this alleged virus by the FDA site has not been quantified, and they're actually mimicking the human genome or something like that. They actually tell you this. I have it on my page. I associated this with how they identify this virus on all kinds of government documents. They tell you that because it has not been, when you isolate a virus, you have to do it according to a gold standard. And all the doctors, you can get MIT doctors, you get all these doctors from around the world that actually have put their careers on the line to expose this. I don't go to people who are not professionals to tell you there are many professionals around the world who are exposing this as what it is. Because niggas seem to think that because somebody died from something, that it has to be what the government is telling you that it is.
No,
like you can't, even though they have it. Well, of course, it could be anything. It's like the Tuskegee Airmen. We know the government lies about things. You take this. It could be a vitamin. It could be a lot of crap. They give babies vaccines when they're born, and then they wonder why the babies are born with asthma, eczema, and psoriasis, and all these adverse affections that come with dismantling their immune system before it develops. This is a fact that
if you get the virus and you're overweight, you probably maybe are prone to be affected a little more because either you're prone diabetic or something else. I mean,
and the RT-PCR test, the polymerase chain reaction test, it doesn't even measure an isolated virus. It just does genetic material, an RNA sequence, and it cycles the sequence starting at 10 cycles or 10 amplifications up, which it heats and cools the DNA until and they can cycle it up to 40 or 10, and depending on how much they cycle it, you can make anybody positive. This is why it has an 80% false positive rate according to the CDC organization, all these other organizations. The test is bullshit. They even said that on the media. So but people don't care because, you know what? People don't actually care because people actually trust, for all the people that hate the Bible, y'all sort of trust the government. Y'all just trust it.
Right. The government is also a religion.
Let me read this. Let me read the
Hey, what's up?
Hold on real quick. Shout out to Don McKee 90 for the 5. Thank you, brother. What do you guys think the government is up to with the new Space Force? The Space Force thing, man, ain't for aliens and UFOs and all that shit. The Space Force is the whole aspect of that's a new frontier of technology. China allegedly has not allegedly, but China has already teleported actual matter into space and back. So that's what the Space Force is all about. The United States is extremely behind as far as technology goes. And it's funny you guys are talking about the whole military budget versus the space budget. And that's the thing. The next frontier or the next war is in space, and that's pretty much for quantum computing. Okay, so once they get whoever gets to quantum computing first controls the world. And the United States has been so much caught up on military power, on Earth and force projection and all those other things that they haven't been doing the technological battle. And they're far behind. So the Space Force is an effort to catch up technologically in the quantum computing race with China, so they don't pretty much get to their first. Because the first person to get the quantum computing is going to control the fucking world, man. That's just bottom line.
Hey, Mr.
Let me read the super chat, bro.
All right, go ahead.
One for the 5. Appreciate you, brother. Explain the pressurized atmosphere adjacent to the vacuum of space. Oh shit, I didn't know fucking AM1.
And look, and AM1 ain't even biblical, y'all. But he's an objective, critically thinking man. He can get up here and prove that he's a scientific guy like me. He's very logical and he's very analytical.
Hey,
And he can tell you,
bro, if you want to, bro. Hey,
yeah, bro, come on, M1. Look, bro, look.
We need another flat earther up here, baby.
Look, I respect people who don't agree with the Bible because the way the Bible is portrayed. Well, I wouldn't even say the Bible because the Bible is never accurately portrayed. The church system is what y'all getting. The church system, the Catholic Church, all these denominations all of that is anti-biblical. Matter of fact, the Bible exposes all of this. It exposes pagan holidays, vain rituals, speaking in tongues as being some kind of babbling language. The Bible never says that. It's an actual language.
One question.
But people.
One question.
All
right.
Personally, what religion are you? Protestant or?
I'm none of that. I'm just a Bible believer. I don't associate with anything. I'm a Bible believer. If you read the Bible, it would expose these false religions, false Christ, false. Matter of fact, it calls it the Antichrist.
Yes.
I mean, come on, bro. Y'all gotta understand. The churches are agents of the government. When all these preachers who own these church buildings, they have a contract with the government to be tax exempt, where they can't speak against anything that the government makes a civil right or makes legal. And as the government makes more illogical behavior legal, then the so-called church can't speak against it. So the church is already compromised and silenced, and they're about profit. That's why these preachers are the richest people in the church.
That's why all of them got shut down during the pandemic. All of them closed down. So if you're a Bible person, why would you be afraid of a quote unquote virus?
Why would you pick
you really believe in the quote unquote Bible?
Okay, all right. What's up, shout out, fantastic show, man. It's interesting to hear the flat earthers talk this Bible stuff. Now, okay. Doesn't the Bible speak about pandemics? Doesn't the Bible speak about different types of things that are going to come against humanity? The Bible talks about all of this stuff, does it not?
Yeah, but here's the thing, bro. It does. But you got to understand.
Wait a minute.
You asked the question. You said, does it not?
Well, what needs to, but listen, man. Listen. So how? This is where I come into contradiction when I hear the guys speak on the Bible and all of this stuff. What about the Great Sphinx and the pyramids that were here thousands of years before that book was written, and it's not even mentioned in the Bible?
The Bible actually speaks of Egypt. The Bible actually speaks of Egypt, bro.
I did not say that it didn't speak Egypt. There's no mentioning of the pyramids of the Sphinx in the Bible. Just looked it up, read it myself. I know. It doesn't talk about it. Now,
yes, it does. It talks about Moloch. It talks about them worshiping Moloch and Rehaman. Those are Egyptian gods that they worship.
But I'm talking about the pyramids and the Great Sphinx. Something that I've seen.
What do you think? What do you think the Israelites were enslaved to build for Egypt?
Wait a minute. It doesn't mention it in the Bible.
The Sphinx, you're right, but the pyramids, I don't know. I think
Mr. Fantastic. Guess what? He's not gonna find it in the Bible. He has to go read the book of Joshua. The book of Joshua.
One important note that I want to point out.
The book of Joshua.
See, this is what happens when we have this conversation. Now we know that
you ask where is it written? I just gave you a book. The book of Joshua. I just gave you a book. You asked it's in the Bible. I said the book of Joshua.
I got it. Now here's my question for you guys. So if it's in there or if it's not in there, that's up for debate. Let's talk about something that supposedly the higher being, which is God, told a certain individual to build. And if he built it, it came from God, it still should be remnants of it here somewhere on this planet.
Talking about Noah and the ark.
I hear this argument.
Where's the ark?
Yeah.
Where's the ark?
No. Watch this, Mr. Fantastic, right? Okay. How do you know it's there?
How do I know what's there?
The ark. How do you know it's there?
I don't.
How do you know it existed?
But I don't know. But what I do know is I put my hands on the Great Pyramids. I put my hands on the Sphinx. I've seen them. I know that they exist. But what you
have you been to? Have you seen the tomb? Have you seen the tomb that? Have you seen the tomb of Christ? That exists too.
Where is it?
It's in Jerusalem.
Yeah, at the tomb of Christ. It's in Jerusalem.
Hold on,
And
where in
y'all
Jerusalem
don't.
is it? Where is this?
If
Where is
y'all don't,
where is this
hold
been
on,
confirmed?
brother.
Hold on, where's this been
If y'all
confirmed?
don't stop with, if y'all do not stop,
Hold on,
you
bro.
talk
You
about,
can't ask a question and then sit there if y'all don't stop. Ask a question, you want the answer or you don't.
listen, man. You want to sit here, you want to tell us about how we've been indoctrinated into this
Bro, this is a
society.
this
and
is a
into the system.
discussion. I'm not trying to talk
I understand.
condescending to nobody.
I'm trying to join the discussion, brother. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm just asking
But
you
you're
some
arguing
simple.
though.
I'm just no. You taking it as an argument. I'm just asking you some simple questions.
That's
So that we can
what
get
do you want him
so
to
that we can
answer
get
the
to,
way you want it to be
so that we,
answered though. That's
so that we can
because
get
you claim you just claim, General. I mean, we all listen. If you ask someone a question and you give an answer that you don't like I'll give you the answer that
no,
I
it's
know.
not. It's
I
not
can
about.
give you
Don't
how
do
you
that.
want it to be answered.
Don't push the narrative. So when I went over to fucking Rome and I went over to the Vatican, I actually went over there to visit it when I was stationed in Europe for 10 consecutive years. I've been over to that region of the world, lived in that region of the world, went to the Vatican to see it for myself. Right? Do you know that they have at least 10 floors underground that are full of historical biblical references? Right? Right? Do you know that? At least 10 floors.
Are you saying something? Because we're waiting for you.
Let me finish my statement. So how can you say that the book that you talk about, the Bible, is the holistic book of reference of how man should live? If they have all, do you know how much?
Because it works when you live it.
Do you know how big the book would be to put everything that the Vatican is holding? This is where all of the historical references as far as religions is held and contained.
It's not about the world. It's about us, bro. And we're simple. It's about your flesh.
I'm not here.
Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. All the problems in the world are because human beings are being led. Hold on. All the problems in the world are because human beings are being led by their carnal nature, bro. That's what it is. The Bible exposes the evils that live within people that we can objectively observe by the interactions that we deal with people on an everyday basis. Greed, lust, arrogance, ego, all of this nonsense, vanity. These are the reasons why people are mistreating one another. We have hatred and we have all these evils in the world. Now, the historical account, you got the Hezekiah tunnels. There are a lot of things that actual locations right now you can verify on secular resources. There are many of them. You just look it up. Just type in historical places and biblical historical places that exist right now. You'll find a whole list of them. They'll give you the exact location. You can go there. You can get the plane ticket and you can touch them.
All right, real quick. Shout out to Complex Easy for the 5.
Since you mentioned so much about the Bible,
hold on, real quick. Let me read the super chats, brother. Complex Easy for the 5. Where do asteroids come from? Then flat earther that talk too much. They have rocks from other planets that made it to Earth without burning up. All right, that's an interesting point in question. That's an interesting point. Asteroids and what's the other ones? Meteorites, right? Meteorites and asteroids. And we also have Complex Easy again. Thank you, brother, again. If you really think God is real, you would have gamed over yourself to be closer to your Jesus already. None of these Jesus folks.
Hold on, one I want to mention one thing real quick. Okay, so the Bible can be written by whoever it fits its ideal propaganda. So the Bible could well be written by someone we may not even know, because how could you keep track of so many historical counts? That's my.
And you know what? That's actually an interesting question, because I can ask people, how do you know Julius Caesar existed? How do you know Christopher Columbus existed?
Not just the Bible. I say with all religions.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Hinduism,
We have to ask all history books. Did Genghis Khan exist, or we believe in a fable? Was it Mark Antony? Did he exist, or is he a fable?
Yeah, good point.
Right.
Real quick.
Right.
Zero.
How do we know those statues are thousands of years ago and not a few hundred years ago?
Hold on, fast and hold on real quick. Shout out to Zero for the 10, man. As soon as you challenge the scriptures, you'll be interrupted, filibustered, and ask a question that hop around until they're out of the corner they put themselves into every time. Shout out to Zero for the 10.
Amen.
Hey, when you point a finger, how many fingers are pointing back? 3, 4. So we all do it. It's not just one side.
That's why you use the knife hand. That's why you use the knife hand. So all fingers pointed in the direction that you're targeting. Now
we're all biased one way or another.
As opposed to this flat Earth issue. All right. So you're telling me that a plane, a Learjet flies to a specific point. So why isn't it? And I know what you're gonna say, but the government doesn't want you to know. I get it. So you're telling me that fly to from one end to the other, turn around, do a U-turn, and come back. That's what you're telling me.
Pretty much, yes.
Because if the Earth was flat, then they fly right off the edge of the Earth. Or
no, that's not true. Hold on,
Well,
bro.
no sense.
You gotta look at the diagram. And let me ask you a question. Tell me the technology. Tell me the. Okay, you asked the question, and I was gonna. Okay, go ahead, bro.
I wasn't done. So you're also telling me that for the Navy, for a ship that sails, they basically go in a one end to the other and make a U-turn and come back. That's what you're telling me. Now you can answer.
We have no way of knowing the actual course that they take. How the hell would you and I know that? You know damn well, because I've been on a deployment just like you have, buddy. Yeah. Do they tell us where the fuck we are at any time at all? They don't.
Oh, no, fantastic. That's a good question for you, brother. You've been on you've been on aircraft carriers. Would you say that?
That's why. Hold on, real quick. Let me do this. Let me say this. And yeah, to me, bro, I've seen. I won't say the curvature, bro. But I've seen shit other than flat from the ocean, man. It's crazy.
What do you think? Do you think the Earth flat?
No, I don't. As I said,
okay. So I thought you was in the.
Hold on, what curvature did you see out there staring at the ocean for months like we do? Where'd you see curvature? Could you tell me?
That's what I'm saying. When you shit. Where's the Rock of Gibraltar?
What?
The Rock of Gibraltar. Where is it?
Fucking Gibraltar. I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm saying, what country is that, motherfucker? You know what I'm saying?
Spain.
I don't know.
Yeah, whichever one
Morocco.
it is. Or either the Rock of Gibraltar. What's the rock they use in the Prudential thing? In the Prudential commercial, what rock is that? The Rock of Gibraltar?
Man, it's a crack rock. Who knows?
Well, whatever. Anyway, so if you have something to reference, and you're able to fucking look at something of similar fucking it's the weird shit of like distance when you compare two things at a distance, right? So
basically like when something is far away and
something far away, but you have something
mirage.
Some in front of it, something in front of it and different something in the different heights of it. So that's what I'm saying. When I'm saying the curvature of it, I'm saying the heights compared to two different things when you're looking at them from a same point of reference. So that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm talking about, the curvature or the fucking drop. Prudential, the Prudential rock, right?
You've never looked out of the ocean and saw just a curved surface.
No, of course not. No. I'm not just water. No. I'm saying, but referencing something, bro, is you can see is weird. It's hard to explain, but that was it. When you reference two different things that's far away, bro, and it's weird, bro. I can't even describe it. Yeah. And to like, if you ever took the shit too. What do you call it? The new shit you can do on your phone. What you call the fucking picture? The panoramic picture and shit like that. Crazy shit like that.
Oh, you mean all like that? Okay,
that can all be done from land-based materials, sir.
Yeah.
There's not a single image you can Google that is an authentic picture of space. Every single one of them are CGI.
Yeah,
Google them right now. They're all CGI.
Let me jump on this real quick.
Flex all day. He said that, man. He been here all day. So go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Man, I mean, this flat Earth, man. These brothers, it blows my mind, man. Because you really have to think about it, man. It's like common sense. Like, so everybody's in on the lie. Okay, I mean. If you get on the plane, it's like these brothers haven't been on the plane at 30,000 feet. You can clearly see that there's a curvature.
I've been on a plane many times.
That's false. I've looked out at 30,000 feet. I see no curvature, bro.
Oh my God. Okay, hold on.
Any image you see from that height is usually out of a fish-eyed lens. When you're in an aircraft and you're looking out those windows, they are circular in their nature, the way their construction is. Okay, that's why it'll have that fish-eyed like appearance. That's why it has that lens. That's why the curvature appears.
Okay. Let's go back to YouTube, right? Okay, so these weather air balloons, right? They go up 100,000 feet. They go up 70,000 feet. You're talking about thousands of videos, right? From multiple
just saw a
sources.
video.
Yeah, we just saw a video
from multiple sources, and you're telling me that it's flat. Those are fake. The majority of those videos are showing.
We just saw a video. It was
okay. Show me the real picture of the spherical. There ain't no CGI thing.
Yeah.
And where all the planets. Well, hold on. And that ISS, that little fraction of a piece of a video they show you, bro. If you can't see that that's a doctored up video, you need to look up computer imagery.
Wait. I got something to say.
So they're all in on the lie. So they're all in on the lie.
Are they all in? Hold on. Is the world all? Yeah, I'm gonna ask you a question. Is the world all in on the lie about locking y'all asses down? Yes.
Yeah. They're all in about many lies. They're telling you there's 76 fucking genders. How many institutions are in on that lie?
Yeah.
No, okay,
Exactly.
hold on. So
Fact.
what you're telling me is that all these pilots that fly every single day, and all these, you have so many different technologies, you have so many different satellite companies, you have so many different aeronautical companies in different countries. They're all lying. They're all lying.
Satellites are
Yes.
fake news.
Yes, sir.
You're telling me?
Satellites are fake news. It's not.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Everybody in the United States believes in evolution. All right, the fossils in evolution have all been proven false.
No,
I got the reason. Oh, shut up. Just shut up. Just shut the fuck up. It's all been proven false, bro. I done did the research. I done did the research. Y'all niggas just, you know what? Y'all niggas just go, I can't wait till y'all niggas die. Because when y'all die, hold on, be quiet. When y'all die and y'all realize that y'all asses wasted your life believing in all this bullshit that the government's trying to tell y'all gonna be fucked up.
It doesn't make no sense. It doesn't make no sense for everybody to be telling the lie.
Bro, I don't lose no sleep if it don't make sense, bro. I don't lose sleep. That's why, bro, I'm cool with you not believing it. That's your problem. You have nothing. When you turn into bro, if you believe exactly, if you believe you are nothing and you turn into nothing, then I'm fine with that, bro. I'm fine with it.
That doesn't mean I don't believe in them.
Hold on, Flex, real quick. Let me read the super chat. Then we go on to Big Trucker.
I want to make one more point. Fantastic. One more point.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. So hold on a minute. So you're trying to tell me that they're spending billions of dollars? What's the reason for the lie? Actually, I just lost my point because it kept on getting interrupted. But go ahead. I'll come back.
All right, try to 0 for the 5 again, man. The same position that of game niggas come from where they know what you don't know, and you have to prove them that you don't live in a warehouse basement.
Hey, Mr. Fantastic, you want to look at the number one name that was used during the election where they couldn't believe? You know what number one name that politicians, everybody were using?
What?
Game.
Oh, really?
Can I just say one thing? Let me just say one thing. I was going to say one thing on this topic. Listen, we understand that there's a lot of information, okay, to process at one time. We do not expect you to just wake up tomorrow and be like, oh, okay, the fucking earth is flat. We get that, okay? But one thing you'll learn is if you study this stuff, you're going to find I'd say a solid about 30 to 50 fucking questions that are damn near impossible to answer. And you're just, they can't be answered. Okay, like he's asking where do asteroids come from, all that shit. This is not some Columbus shit where you're going to fall off the map or some shit like that. There's most likely, okay, we don't know for sure. Remember, there's the Antarctic Treaty. No one's allowed to go to Antarctica. Okay, there's a treaty from 1951. You cannot go there. Okay, now most likely that is an ice wall type border. Okay, and we don't know how long that can go on for. But we get that it's a lot of information, so there's no need to get super pressed about it. But there's some questions that you just can't answer. For example, I think Fantastic, you're in like Navy aviation, right?
Yeah.
I've been in aviation for about 10 years. Okay. I was even private pilot certified at one point. And I can tell you right now, you're never going to hear of whether it's an F-18 pilot, SR-71 pilot, you're never going to hear of them ever having to nose down in order to stay in Earth's orbit. Okay. You're never going to hear that. And as far as radio communications go, and shit like that, that's just stuff that can all be done from land-based facilities and equipment. There's no satellites really needed. I mean, if you guys not seen how shitty cell phone reception is, I mean, it's pretty basic. And here's another thing too. I don't know if you guys, I'm sorry, I'm kind of late. I don't know if you guys went over the moon landing yet.
Yeah,
we did. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I mean, if you think
like I said, that's and this is what I said too. The flat earthers do have some scientific facts behind their thing, and too, like I said, pretty much it's a well-known fact that the moon landing did not happen. Okay, it's an accepted fact amongst a lot of people that the moon landing just did not happen. Okay, a lot of the things, like I said, the what did it for me is once you understand how space works, and they have the fucking shit, waving in the air and shit on the moon. That's literally impossible, bro. And then too, it comes to find where I said they had Stanley Kubrick be the person to produce the moon landing scene that happened.
That's right. That's right.
So again, man, it's a lot of stuff tied into it that supports the facts of the matter of it. You know what I mean?
Fantastic.
Let me ask you a question real quick.
Hold on, wait. We got to go to Big Trucker. Big Trucker wanted to say something. Go ahead, bro.
All right. First of all matter takes the form that uses the most energy, and that's a circle. It's the reason why when you blow bubbles, they don't come out as fucking squares or triangles or rectangles. They only come out as circles. If the
triangle though,
if the Earth was really flat, when you have an eclipse and you see the Earth projected against the moon, you would see a thin little line rather than a fucking big circle covering up the whole moon. Number two, Earth is flat. Talking to you, it really hurts my feelings to hear somebody who says that they were in aviation say that there's no reason for a pilot to nose down. They don't have to because of gravity.
Yeah, I'd feel you would say that. I'd feel
I already answered that. That's a dumb argument.
Yeah,
no, it's a smart argument.
It doesn't exist.
Hold on, spiritual. When you say that you did the research, let me ask you something. What do you do for a living?
I'm not telling you what I do for a living because I work in legal work. That's none of your business.
Legal? When you say you were doing the research, were you doing this research in a prison?
Nah, I was doing it. Nah, see, look.
Why would it matter?
Big Trucker, I'm cool with you because I like to have fun too. So it's all good.
Well,
listen here. Just listen, bro. I don't really like I told you before. I don't care what y'all niggas believe.
Oh, okay.
I really don't.
Right, so
listen. You don't have to believe in nothing. You can believe that you're a freaking like 28,000 genders or whatever. Y'all can believe in all that mess. I guess y'all believe in that. Y'all believe in 9/11. Y'all believe in the moon landing. Y'all believe y'all monkeys. I don't know why now y'all go to the zoo and visit your relatives. Y'all believe in all this other nonsense. Y'all believe the earth came from nothing. I mean, the creation came from nothing. Y'all believe in all this illogical nonsense. You can't prove, you can't verify.
Where are you getting this from?
And you know what it is, logic that's crazy?
I'm getting it from the science that you believe in.
Religion. Bullshit.
You know,
That's not true. That's not
I
true.
believe in.
The Bible.
Well, tell me the origin of the universe. Tell me the origin of the universe according to what you believe.
The Bible thumpers are the one who believe that there was some supreme being that created things out there and there. Let there be light. And
let me ask you a question. Let me ask you the question, general. If somebody created something, if you see anything that's name one thing in your home right now that somebody didn't make.
That somebody didn't make or that somebody made?
What?
One thing in my home
that somebody didn't make?
Yes, it's a question.
You
the
can't
dirt in the flower pot.
You can't touch it.
Yeah.
I'm talking about something that was made. And air was made because it's part of the earth, and the earth was created.
Right, but that's what I'm telling you.
Well, I'll just say it like this. First,
let me put it this way. Let me name one thing that you bought that was the spontaneous. Name. I told you, the earth was created. The earth was created.
Things were created. You said y'all can believe that things were created.
Okay, where do you believe the earth came from?
Wait a minute.
Tell me what.
Look, there's a supreme being. You can only go back so far. So
who is it?
You can only go by, but some people call him God, Jehovah, Yahshua, there's many different names, right? So you and Feston sit here and say, well, y'all believe that things
I told you I don't care what you believe, General.
Wait a minute. I don't care what you believe. So
exactly. So I'm not arguing. I'm just adding my perspective.
I'm not arguing. I'm arguing my perspective as well. You said the Bible says that God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. Let there be darkness, and the light came from the darkness, and all of this stuff, right? So you can go back if you go to Egypt and you look on the fucking the hieroglyphics in certain places. It'll tell you where all these stories came from.
That's all bullshit.
Can you read hieroglyphics?
That was my question. Yeah, go ahead.
No, but there are people that are more intelligent and more educated than what I am.
So you believe them?
So you're trusting people?
There are people that are more educated that are from that land who's had the language passed down to them from fucking eons that are more educated on this subject on that matter than you are.
But how can you prove they're right?
So how can you prove some fables that are written in a book that are right? How can you prove that?
First of all, the historical account has nothing to do with the actual origin of the Bible. Hold on, let me talk, General. I let you talk. So no, be quiet, bro. You're not being honest. I let you talk. Now listen. The purpose of the Bible is a law book, okay? You know what the law book means? The law is reflecting the law that we all agree with. Those laws are the laws that we all hold on, be quiet. Damn. Those laws are the same laws we govern our life with. Now the stories, the historical accounts, take it or leave it, bruh. That's just the historical account of the Bible. The whole point of the Bible is that it deals with the evil that we do, and it deals with death. Y'all worried about all this other stuff.
Logic, I wouldn't even bring the Bible for flat Earth. I wouldn't even bring the Bible into it. Honestly,
the Bible's
you gotta look at the book in its complete construct. You can't take from what you want to take from it.
I don't do that. You don't believe it, so why do you care? Let's talk about something.
Yeah, the Bible stuff doesn't matter if he doesn't believe it.
Yeah.
How you gonna tell me what I'm doing and you don't believe none of it?
I never said that I didn't believe it. Number one.
Logic, we don't need the Bible.
The general, if you said that you never said that you don't believe what he's saying, what you really should do is say, yeah, I don't believe anything you're saying because this guy's making no sense.
Okay, Big Truck, we all hear you. Ha ha ha.
I'm just trying to have a conversation.
Joe Biden lover you?
Yeah, well, Joe Biden, all it counts.
Hey, he's coming for. Hey, he loves daughters, you know.
Hold on, I need this question asked.
Because you're over there in Congo.
I need this question asked. Do we not have the technology to prove this? If the flat Earth, can nobody has gotten in the plane and just gone straight?
Well, if we have the technology to prove it, then they should have. Then why does NASA keep giving us recycled, inconsistent images?
Images, yeah.
Hold on. So they're wasting their productivity, shooting up rockets, spending tens of.
They're not wasting.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Hold on.
Just like they waste everything else.
Yeah, the majority of the money goes into people's pockets.
Wait, you guys are signing a contract to lie to us? All these people that are working in NASA.
Why do you think they should? Okay, tell me why they should. Tell me why they should tell you the truth. Tell me what benefit they have in telling you the truth.
Because they have more money.
Tell me a lie.
Hey,
they make more money telling the truth than they do telling a lie.
God damn it.
It's harder.
General, we all talking over each other, bro. Just calm down. Be patient. I got to be patient.
Come on,
I'm patient, but every time somebody tries to refute what you're saying, you talk over them. You've been doing,
and you do the same to me, General. General, you're doing the same to me. So just be patient.
What is the
Welcome to the jungle.
Elon Musk putting all this productivity?
You're right. Welcome to
what he's doing to tell a lie. And all the people that working with
the bone for trying to solve through the meat.
Logic, you know what the problem is. These things require big answers.
No, it doesn't make any common sense. It has to make common sense. It has to be logical. It's not a logical thinking, a line of pattern of thinking. It makes absolutely no
Flex,
sense.
let me ask you: is it logical that men went on the moon and started dancing? The dust was able to fall on the ground, but
look. America had a reason to lie about that. If that wasn't true,
wait, how do you know it's a lie?
Because we were in competition with with Russia to try to get to the moon.
Wait, so you admit the moon landing fake? Let's move on. All right, cool.
How do you know it's a lie, Flex?
Yeah, big truck speed.
I'm not saying it's a lie or that it's not. I'm saying if it is a lie, then there's a reason behind it that makes logical sense for us.
So let me ask you: how do you know it's true?
How do I know it's true?
Yes.
Well, first of all, the moon. I can understand the moon, right? Because how many people actually went to the moon, right?
None.
It was only how many countries went to the moon?
None. It's all
No,
bullshit.
I'm asking you.
China went.
No. There's only one that.
Do you have the
Soviet
evidence?
Union.
Do you have the evidence? Have you gone there?
Wait,
You taking someone else's words that somebody went there?
I've never seen a start.
Soviet Union went to the moon.
You have to believe the man went to the moon, right? You have to believe, right? You can't prove it, right? You can't prove it, right?
Do I need to go? I've never seen an octopus before, but I've seen thousands of videos of it.
You can see real pictures of it. If you send me a real picture of space, just one real picture of space, we'll end this debate right now.
Oh, okay. Hold on. We have live.
You watch movies of space too.
We have
not
live
real.
feed. Hold on. We have live feed from different rockets from different companies going into space, right? Live feed of this, right? So all these individual companies are all lying to us. All the employees are all lying to us. They've all signed a contract saying that you cannot disclose the truth about what's going on in the atmosphere and the flat Earth. They're all signed that same contract. All these tens of thousands of people.
So the same
Yes,
institutions are live.
that's an easy thing. Just like the world bankers have a scheme to control a lot of what's happening in the governments of the world. Of course,
Well, hold on, he
that's
brought up a good
common
point.
sense.
Hold on. Fasting. Have you ever seen the octopus?
I've actually seen one.
Have you ever seen the octopus?
I've seen an octopus.
Only on the like the what do you call it, the fish place, like the not the
Okay. Have you seen a blue whale in person?
No, I've never seen one.
But you seen a video of a blue whale, right?
Yeah.
I watched your video. So I don't know. I think the other dude raised a good question. I'm just trying to get clarification.
That's what we're saying.
So
like,
if the video of a blue whale exists, but you never seen it in person, can you just say the blue whale doesn't exist because you never seen it in person?
I will say I believe. Notice the keyword. I believe.
So there's a blue whale. National Geographic about whales. You see the blue whale, you'll know if it's real. You'll know if it's real footage or not.
So you see, so they show real footage of quote unquote space. How can you just say that's not real? Because I'm saying if you're using the video example, they got to apply to that standard has to be applied to anything you haven't seen in real life.
NASA has admitted that it's CGI images, sir. NASA admits it's CGI. Every picture of the Earth is CGI. NASA.
Okay, so where did NASA admit that? I would love to see that. I'm not dissident.
Sure. I have a great place to direct all of you. There's a channel called, I do. Yeah. There's a channel called ODD TV. He's a flat earther on YouTube, and he does flat earth marathons. And you will just
is there any documentation, brother, where the NASA say, do you have that? I think that's a good point. Where did NASA say like officially? Like
when you go to the NASA
website, statement to you as we speak, sir.
Yeah, when you go to NASA's website,
now I want to see it.
On the description, it will say what artist rendition of whatever it was. Notice the keyword artist rendition.
Okay, so on picture,
it's telling you that an artist render, because render is a computer graphic term.
Okay, so if I go on NASA's website and I go on images, all the space pictures are going to say artist rendition.
Yeah, you just Google space images, you'll see they're all CGI, man. You'll know it's not real.
But you said that they came out and said that all of the images,
like all the images of stars and stuff.
You said that NASA said that. Yeah, I'm trying to see where did NASA.
Well, you know what? Well, when that guy says the images are all CGI, I can actually agree with you on part of that.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing. I just want to know where they said it.
Let me just say why I want to agree with them on that. Let me just say the reason why I agree with them on that is simply because if you're taking photos of other planets and you're taking photos of stars, they're sending out different spectrums of radiation, right? So a computer is given an assignment and it's told what to input a color in. So the sun isn't really yellow. The sun is all colors, but we paint it as yellow or we paint it as red in order to say that, okay, that's the sun. And our sun we know is yellow because the majority of its spectrum is shifting towards yellow because it's made of hydrogen, right? So yeah, he is kind of right.
Well, here's the thing, but there's other pictures though that are like pictures of craters, critical surfaces. It's other pictures of space that they say are not artist rendition. They say the actual.
But you gotta also remember.
I don't know. So what about are those actual?
The
pictures of craters of the moon can be taken from the Earth.
The light is coming from so far away until. With a regular telescope that works on optics, you'd never be able to see certain things. So what they have to do is they use radio waves, just like we have like radar in planes. They use radio waves in order to paint pictures. And that's not what these things really look like. It's just that that's the best computer interpretation of the signals it's receiving.
So with all that said, sir, it sounds to me like they're artificial images then. Thank you very much.
Oh, they are. I absolutely agree with you.
Very well, sir.
How many believe in 9/11 was real? How many people believe that?
Say this: that drug, what was it called? Luciferase. That does not melt steel beams.
Well, are you talking about? He's talking about thermite, but yeah, 9/11. We're all red pilled to that degree, guys. We all know 9/11 was an inside job. If you don't at this point,
but you saw the video. But they saw the video. They saw the video. They heard the narrative, but they don't. They have to believe it because they had a video of it, right?
All I gotta say is Building 7, and it's a wrap. It's
well, you know what, guys? I don't know when's the last time you guys lived in New York, but I'll tell you the truth. I worked in the World Trade Center right up until.
We don't give a shit if your whole family.
But no, I worked there right up until 9/1/11, and I was working in what was called the CCRB, the Consumer.
Big truck, prove it to us.
Hold on. I was working there.
Let him talk, yeah.
I was working there right up until 9/1/11, and I only wasn't there because I had to go back.
Zero has a live feed of space. I just clicked on, and this does look.
Ramil, it's all fake news. It's a Hollywood studio.
This is a Hollywood. So this is not real. So fast. I'm looking at this.
It's not real.
Space, the actual.
That'll make
the actual NASA.
Lie.
Hold on, brother.
There's no space how to tell.
So what is it? What is this? What is this astronaut doing right now? What is he doing?
Guess what? Have you seen the movie Gravity with Sandra Bullock?
Hold on, bro. What does this nigga do? Because it's this shit.
Ramil, have you seen the movie Gravity with Sandra Bullock?
We have no idea where that's being filmed.
I know. I'm saying. Okay.
Have y'all heard of green screens before?
Okay, but so how are they doing this? I'm not saying y'all do wrong.
Green screens, underwater green screen, bro. They got all kinds of technology. You watch movies. We watch movies every day where we see people getting in spacecrafts and doing it, and we know it's not real. It's done on a studio production.
They have an infinite supply of money to use to be creative with, so it's not that hard.
We watch Star Trek.
What's the point of the lie?
Star Trek.
NASA gets $2 billion a year. Okay,
I already told you the point of the lie. It's to control you people, man.
Yep, so these niggas are not in space right now. So you telling me this live feed that I just clicked on, thanks to Zero, that these people are not in space right now?
They're not in space, Ramil.
How are they floating and shit like that?
Ramil,
but where are the stars? Where are the stars? And why is it? Hold on, y'all just believe y'all don't believe in the Bible, but you believe everything else. You don't believe the Bible
because the light's not being because the light's
the logic. You know how it is.
The light reflected it. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Ramil,
me.
It's too much energy to lie.
I respect people who have skepticism. But for people who believe everything that the world tells them, that's fact.
So what they
even though it's inconsistent, but they just want to
hold on.
Huh?
What they
hold on. In order to lie like that, to have a green screen and to have astronauts floating and continually doing things for hours without glitching, without the
bro, you don't see glitches in the movies you watch. You don't see glitches in movies you watch.
Constant continual video of hour-long videos.
You don't know you don't know how they can, bro. They can.
Let me get a second. Listen, there's all kinds of footage where they do in fact slip up. Okay, they slip up all the time and they get exposed.
Exactly, you can see this. You don't sit there and watch the thing over and over again forever.
And I have two things to say. Let me just ask this. Okay, you know that these institutions lie to you throughout your whole life. So what makes you just all of a sudden believe one of them out of the rest that are lying? You don't just kind of blanket them all as being full of shit. I mean, what makes you? I believe everything NASA tells me, but I don't trust all this other shit.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
NASA got 8.8 million subscribers, and Fantastic got this damn near same amount of people watching as NASA. Nobody want to watch space. Space don't get no views in this
miles before the truth comes. A lie travel 1,000 miles before the truth comes.
That's funny, remember.
Let me get in here.
Super chat.
I need somebody to answer my question. Somebody answer.
Hey, what's up, AM1? What's up, man?
I understand the skepticism of like, oh, how can they pull it off? Well, they pulled off 9/11, didn't they? They had all NATO countries bombing, and we're still at war 19 years later because of that excuse. How'd they pull it off? It's not hard when you have all the world's resources at your disposal and you control the central banks.
No, but that is
print money out of thin air. Hey, how do you have a pressurized atmosphere adjacent to the vacuum of space? I'm trying to still figure that part out. How are we on a ball that supposedly has an atmosphere?
It's gravity. What do you expect? It's gravity. Pay attention.
Well, do you know what gravity actually means? I don't know who's saying
actually,
that.
Do you know what it means? It keeps us on the ground. It keeps us from bro.
That's all.
No, hold on. Wait,
pay attention.
Little crocker shit.
Wait, you don't talk to me like that. Well, hold on. This is fun. I love these things. This is like a puzzle, right? Thought experiment type stuff, right? So the idea of gravity is that there's a claim that objects having mass warp space and create a warp in the fabric of space-time that attracts other objects. That's literally the definition of gravity. Now, we all understand the force of being pulled down, but gravity is specifically a theory that was devised to explain that force.
Yeah,
you got to make that distinction.
Yeah, you could call it anything. You could call it fucking D's nuts keeps us on the ground. You call it anything.
Exactly.
You call it whatever you want.
So
Facts.
I mean, if you guys believe
either way.
can I just say this too real quick? If you believe NASA's official narrative, that means that you believe that we're a spinning ball spinning around the sun, okay? And then also on top of that, we have a moon spinning like around us, and then the whole solar system is just barreling through space. I mean, hold on.
It takes a lot of faith. It sounds to me it takes a lot of faith to believe on a spinning ball than believing on a flat Earth. I see we have a lot of believers out here. Remember, believers, they have to believe. They can't prove, but they have to believe. I think the science community actually have more faith than the quote unquote Bible believers.
Well, science community is simple. We pay you to say this.
So you have not answered my question.
It's scientism, the religion of scientism.
Cash app.
I agree with you.
Let me shout out this cash app from Reggie. Shout out to Reggie for the cash app. For science can explains the balance of a bicycle. I guess. I don't know. I guess that's a question.
Yeah, because basically to deny that gravity doesn't exist. Because guess what? When you go to bed, gravity doesn't pull you to your bed. You lay down. So gravity don't have that strength. Because if gravity was quote unquote as they claim, guess what? You won't you won't even be standing up. Gravity doesn't exist. The only thing that exists is weight. Is weight that matters. That's why the air.
We got another good story. We got another good question too. This one comes from Money Systems. Shout out to Money Systems for the $2. He says, "For why did they blow up the space shuttle? Then why did they blow up the space shuttle?"
I can answer that.
It was never a space shuttle to begin with. It was all fake news.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah,
this one's pretty easy.
So those people didn't die. Hold on. So those people in the space shuttle didn't die. Hold on. What the fuck? Anyway, those people in the space shuttle didn't die. That's what you're saying?
They actually have them out there surviving. Look it up.
Listen,
they're actually out there living.
Ramil, to answer that question, with some of these situations, you never have a definitive answer on that. Okay, the majority of NASA astronauts are in fact Freemasons. I understand. I know some Freemasons. I know Freemasons. Okay. No, I'm not talking about the low-level Freemasons. You know that think they're part of something when they ain't shit. They're just at the bottom. Listen, that's comprised of top Freemasons. Top Freemasons. Let me explain this to you. If you look at the majority of astronauts, the majority of them have been Anglo-Saxon like heritage, which most Freemasons in the country are. You know that? Yeah, there's one or few peppered in. I understand that. I understand.
There's actually more than a few.
But listen, we are talking such a small group of people. We're talking such a small group.
What about the black male astronauts? Are they Masons too?
Yeah. It's possible. Listen, but fuck even the masonry shit. Let's pretend it's like 1,000 people of whoever. Okay, we're talking such a small group. It's going to be very, very simple to compartmentalize that. And anyone that's been in the military knows how easy it is to compartmentalize information so that shit simply never gets out. It's not that hard, man.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking. So it's been 14 black astronauts. Are you saying all of them was
yes, Ramil,
high level Mason?
Yeah. Ramil, let me ask you this: If I was to find you, meet you in person, say, hey man, I'm gonna pay you. I'm gonna pay you.
It's been 14 black astronauts. Are you saying that all of them were high level Masons?
Yes.
Listen, you're focusing your attention on the wrong shit. Whether they're Masons or not doesn't matter. If I come to you and I say, Ramil, I'm gonna make you a millionaire, all you gotta do is go on screen a few times wearing this silly ass suit and say that you just went to fucking Mars and came back.
Right.
You'll probably accept. It's not that fucking hard, man.
To be an astronaut, you got to qualify. You got to actually qualify for like 1,000-hour flight hours. You got to actually do.
Ramil, guess what? When it comes to Freemasons, you got to pay up. It's all about money.
Yeah, it's all
about money.
Did you know
that to be an astronaut you had to have some STEM degree and you got to have like 1,000 flight hours? Did y'all know that?
Do you know how many people buy their way into things, Ramil?
In 2020, you could just be a transgender female and probably be an astronaut.
To be an astronaut, you have to have like it's like it's very. It's not like you can walk on, bro. You gotta have like you have to have a master's degree.
Most of them are ex-military pilots, sir. That is correct.
You have to have a master's degree.
Ramil, George Bush went to Harvard, didn't he?
You have to have a master's degree in STEM. You have to have a master's degree in STEM. Be a U.S. citizen. You must have 1,000 in type. You must have 1,000 pilot in command on a jet aircraft. So you got to be able to fly a jet aircraft for 1,000 hours.
Fantastic must speak.
Let me read the super chat. Shout out to Complex ED. Don't give me no more money, nigga. For all you flat earthers, when did they send the first humans to Mars? Y'all better be the first in line. Shout out to the Complex ED again. Y'all don't believe in gravity, jump off your house trailer park there.
But Ramir, Mr. Fantastic, about the gravity thing. See,
trailer park jab at me.
He don't understand. Gravity doesn't exist. But I say, what weight exists. When you go to bed, does gravity pull you down to your pillow, or do you control?
Yes, it does. It counts. No, you don't have gravity. You will float up into the air.
Hold up, fast. According to the narrative of science, they're going to tell you that weight is caused by the mass.
No, that's bullshit.
Man. So you mean to tell me the bed pulls you down and you don't go down?
That's not what I mean. Gravity.
Hold on. Because how you guys talk about gravity? What's it? It's a pull, right? It's a force. So let's say you're standing up, right? And you bend over your head. Why doesn't gravity pull you down? Why you have to get on your knees, roll over to your bed, pull your pillow, and cover yourself? And when you get up, why doesn't gravity pull you down? Because you're laying down, right? How are you able to get up?
Yes, obviously.
You mean to tell me gravity is so strong, but it's so weak when it comes to you getting up?
It's not weak. Oh,
and
no.
anything that's lighter than air.
If it wasn't so
using
weak,
science, explain
you would
that.
be fucking scared if you were floating up your ass into the fucking sky.
Science.
Nah, bro.
You science.
Hey, science even says anything lighter than air floats, right? So it just needs to be lighter than air, and then it floats. So why? Well, the principle of gravity even need to be a thing,
right? Where's the constant of gravity then? If it's so relative to different things,
gravity is as real as Joe Biden being black.
And you guys have to understand, we want space to be real. That'd be awesome if space was real. That'd be so fucking cool. The explorative nature of that. We would love space to be real. It really would be awesome.
Hold on, let me say this and let me jump off real quick. Now, where are the whistleblowers, right? Where are the whistleblowers coming out saying that these things are fake? Now you have, let me say, you have different countries. I want a real answer to this before I get off. You have thousands of different companies with satellites, like I said, rockets. And so you're trying to tell me that all these people signed the same contract to lie to the people, and there haven't been a huge group of whistleblowers that have come out and saying that they are lying to the world.
Yes, for the thousanth time, yes. All them Congress people taking money to lobby and have all these corrupt laws being passed. Of course.
Yeah, we know
it's bro.
Yeah, we know it sounds extreme, but it's just reality. In 1951, they had the Antarctic Treaty, where I think it was more than 100 countries met and made that treaty to never go to Antarctica, and that no one is allowed to go there. So I see this is numerous countries making a treaty like that. So it's like millions and millions involved, right? So I mean, it's it's easy to compare. Dude, look at this shit we're in now with this fucking COVID bullshit. Okay, this was a worldwide planned effort, and if you believe that shit, then I don't even know what to say to you, man.
Yeah, you believe putting a piece of some face panties over your face is going to protect you from something that's supposed to be the deadliest thing in history.
Yeah, you think I would leave my house if a virus was real?
Wear that mask,
killing motherfuckers.
Wear that mask or you die. Wear that mask. You know what? If you don't, you can come in our store.
What do they do? And what do? They threaten you. They threaten your well-being, and they threaten you with fines because they know damn well that the actual fear of really getting that shit and dying doesn't exist. It's all in your imagination.
You want to come to the hospital? Wear a mask. Wear a mask. I don't want to wear a mask. Well, we're not going to help you. Sorry. COVID.
It's just amazing to me. The world lies about every damn thing.
Yep.
We know these corrupt politicians, congressmen, and presidents don't give a damn about us. We know this. This is why I tell that niggas to get personal responsible and shit. Because this dream of kumbaya and holding hands is bullshit.
Yep.
This world is controlled by money. It's controlled by power and deception.
And if I could speak on Logic's behalf for a second, one thing you have to understand about people like us is when we research these topics, when we first discover truths, okay, we do whatever we can to try to disprove those truths because it's like, man, I don't want to believe this shit. This can't be real. This can't be real. And some of us marinate on this stuff for years at a time. And eventually it gets to a point where you just cannot ignore it anymore. You just can't.
You're going to believe it because once you get it, your ass is dead. Watch what you say.
I'm gonna die from COVID. I'm gonna die from the cold.
Wait. Yeah, hold on, dude.
And this is why. This is where I'll be like, Go ahead, my
Yeah, come on, brother. It's 99. It's a 99+% fucking
99.6 survival rate, sir. I think you'll be all right.
And putting a bandana over your face is really gonna protect you.
Go to elementary school.
No, let me speak.
All right.
Okay. This world has 8 billion people in it, right? Paid 1% is a lot of 8 billion. What the hell?
No. Stop, brother. That's 1% of the United States population. It's even smaller when you go global. Bro.
Yeah, and that's if you believe their stats in the first place.
You don't know.
If you believe the actual truth that they were forced to tell by telling you that only 6,000 of the 200,000 deaths that they said.
So it's still a lot of people, though.
No, it's not. 6,000.
It is. Yes, it is.
Wait.
I want to be talking so much shit because if you died, I know you want to be talking shit.
People die every day.
If I died, I wouldn't be here, brother. If I died, I wouldn't be here.
So get out of here, man. This dude's trolling. I got some spots open. Let me get this. Let me go ahead and help you out, bro. I ain't gonna bang you, but I'm gonna kick you, bro. Get him out of here.
That guy thinks I should live in fear every day.
We got Zero in the building, man. Zero, what's up, man?
Oh, shit.
What's up, Zero?
All right, let me answer Fasten's question about gravity. First thing, wait. First, are we going to deny what atoms are? Because we can see those with microscopes. So I'm just asking.
We interpret what we see based on what things have been designed to have been told. You got to understand epistemology. You don't. What you're seeing is being described by what we describe things as.
Right. So we're gonna deny atoms.
I just told you.
Is that what you're saying?
Everything. How do you know what you know?
You use a word salad. I'm asking, are we gonna deny? We're gonna deny atoms.
Atoms are a term that was defined by people that we can't.
Right. All words are terms that are defined by people.
Exactly.
Right. So we defined everything.
We know atoms
exist. Deny atoms?
We know that atoms exist based on the science that we have accepted.
So we're not going to deny atoms.
But what is your point about atoms?
Yeah, either way.
Right. I'm asking because when you start talking, you niggas start to redefine everything, just like what you just did, the word salad.
But
every
that's
word
relevant.
is made up.
It's relevant to what you're saying.
Every word is made up. All words are made up.
Let me say something real quick. So, like you just mentioned atoms, right? Now, does anybody know what that word actually means or where it comes from?
No, we don't give a fuck about that. We're just going by the science.
No, let me make my point here. Atoms come from the word atomos, and atomos means that which cannot be divided, right? But then when science got better, they realized atoms could be divided, and it wasn't just one thing. So my problem is, don't just take a little bit of knowledge that you got right now and think that you can run everything.
No, dude, we know this.
I'm not talking about you.
I'm saying
I'm talking about you.
Are we going to deny atoms or we're not? That's all.
We already said we accept it according to the scientific narrative, man. Just go ahead and say your point.
His life doesn't believe in gravity.
It's fucking important because if we're going to not exist, the whole thing doesn't matter.
Zero. None of that's going to keep us. Bruh,
yeah. Y'all gonna die anyway. It doesn't matter, right?
So point? Just say your point.
Yeah, make your
right.
point.
Grab. I'm actually answering Fastest questions. You doing the game nigga shit. You just want to keep hopping in there. Blah 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 blah. I get it. So if you put two magnets towards each other, they're gonna repel each other unless you flip one over. So anyway, this is how gravity works. The reason why you don't fall through the fucking floor or sleep on a bed and fall through the fucking floor is because literally everything has gravity. Everything.
Wait, whoa. First of all, hold on. Let me stop you. Excuse me. Let me stop you right there.
One angry trucker.
Magnetism and gravity are not the same thing. They are not. A magnet comes from an electromagnetic field. And gravity comes from warping of space-time due to the presence of mass.
We're glad you watched the History Channel last
night. I
night.
don't watch the fucking History Channel. I have a master's degree in physics, and I have another one in geology. So I don't watch the History Channel.
But listen, your whole. Right. I went to this university. It doesn't.
Which one did you go to? Which university?
I was giving an example. You said, "Oh, I got this degree. I got this." It doesn't matter. It's schools now.
Right. It doesn't matter.
Universities are literally teaching you there's 76 genders, bro. That shit is not a credential.
Dude, no. Excuse me. Liberal arts study is not the same thing as STEM. It's not the same thing.
If you're a STEM student, you still have
to can I just finish what the fuck I'm saying? I
didn't want to let you conflate.
Every nigga wants to get their smart in. I understand that. God damn. So
let him talk.
Let's just take two. Yeah. Let me get my shit off.
Let him talk.
Come on.
So the reason why I brought up the fucking atoms is the fact of the matter is, like, just take two ordinary objects, right? Like I don't know, a pair of shoes. They have electrons in them, which make up atoms. Let's put it that way. We don't have to go into the fucking nuance because no one hears.
Yeah, man.
Goddamn, nigga, we get it. You smart.
Thank you.
Electrons and neutrons are in atoms.
Okay.
Out of here. Goddamn.
Thank you.
I get it.
All right.
I know physics too, nigga. Shit.
He just wanted to hear I'm smart.
God damn. No, that could be correct, sir. They're made up of. Shut the fuck up.
All right, Zero, go ahead.
Anyway.
All right, so a pair of shoes made up of electrons,
Right.
atoms, whatever. Go ahead.
So anyway, if you put two objects close to each other, they repel each other. Not strongly enough. They repel each other based on how big or small the makeup of what they are. Again, there are details to it. The physicists can go into the weeds for you if you want them to. But to simplify, everything has a force. Everything has gravity. So these things work just like how this is why I use the magnets. You put them near each other and they repel each other. This is why you don't fall through the fucking earth or fall through a bed or fall through a couch and all the other shit. This is why you can walk. Stuff like that. That's the simplified version of how this shit works.
Well, no, but that's not true though.
All right, that's not true.
First of all, objects do not have gravity. Objects warp space-time and create the effect that we call.
There's no fucking way you're going to deny that objects don't have gravity. There's big G and small G. If you're a physicist, you fucking know this.
Objects.
And I'm a fucking
Big G is for planetary objects. Small G is for other objects within those bigger objects.
Objects have mass, and mass causes space.
I suggest everyone go look the fuck up what gravity is, please.
And by the way, objects do not automatically repel each other; they actually attract each other.
Yeah, in some cases, there has to be electromagnetic force that does it. There's nuance, nigga. We get it. You keep doing this shit. You keep doing this shit.
What does this have to do with disproving flat Earth?
He's going into the weeds for no fucking reason. I'm simplifying why you don't fall through the fucking earth.
You don't fall through the earth because the ground is below you. If the ground wasn't below you, you would fall towards the center of the earth.
That has nothing to do with you falling through the ground just because it's below you.
You can't fall through the ground because it's more dense than you are.
That has nothing to do with the question that was asked about falling through. It can be as dense as you want to, but if you're going by what they think, by what they think, I was answering a question. You just
ask a question. You can't.
I'm not asking a question.
What we're talking about.
I am not asking a question.
Ask one.
God damn, mouth niggas. Anyway, that's the simplified version of it. You're not gonna fall through anything.
Okay, well, hell, I'll even go as far as to say, sure, gravity's real, it exists. Who gives a fuck? That doesn't disprove shit about flat Earth. I mean, I can go all right. Night, so.
As far as the flat Earth shit goes, you can put a stick. You can put a stick on the ground in broad daylight and just watch the shadow rotate.
Oh, that the sun.
If the Earth was, hold on. If the Earth was flat, you could put that stick, I don't know, in Alaska, and then put the stick in fucking China, and the shadow will be the same no matter where you put it.
No, sir, that has to do with
that is true.
The sun. Now, let me just explain.
No,
just let you out of flow.
The Earth.
That's
zero.
Everybody cuts everybody off, y'all.
That's the movement of the sun.
I'm not cutting anybody off. They cut me off.
Zero. How do you know the Earth is round?
I'm gonna repeat what I just said. Place a stick in the ground anywhere in direct sunlight, and you can watch it rotate. You'll watch the shadow rotate in a circle.
Oh, that's just
if the Earth was flat. Goddamn! If the Earth was flat, the shadow would never move.
That's not true because it has to do with the movement of the sun.
Earth is flat. What I was saying. Okay, now Zero. Based on what you say, how do you know that means the Earth is round?
Because the Earth is rotating around the sun. So if the Earth is flat,
basis on who?
Shadow's not going to move.
Fasting. He's saying that it's rotating around, proves the Earth is round, but it doesn't. That's simply the
I'm saying no. You niggas said the Earth was flat. So if you put
I'm because I hear what Zero said. What I'm asking Zero is this, right? You say based on you observing to your interpretation of the observation, that means the Earth is round. So I'm saying, how do you know that that interpretation is as fact that the Earth is round based on what you observe?
To remove my interpretation, all you got to do is put another stick on the other side of the Earth. So you got to do. Put the stick in two different places. The shadow should be different depending on where it is.
But well, watch this.
If the Earth is flat, the shadow will not be different.
Oh, fasting. If I could have this one, sir. Look,
go ahead.
That just has to do with where the sun's location is currently in the sky. Yeah. There's no proof that we're rotating. The sun and the moon do, in fact, move. That's most likely where the yin yang symbol comes from. Okay, if you look at the yin yang symbol, that is to replicate the sun and the moon, also masculine and feminine energy of how they rotate. So the sun's just simply moving, and when the sun goes down, that's simply it just moving it out of your line of vision, pretty much. So that doesn't prove that it's round. You know, your shadows aren't being rounded and shit.
Hold on, but the sun going, it's not going out of our line of vision. It's going out of literally the whole sky because it gets dark.
Right.
So, hold on.
It's your line of sight, sir. It's your line of sight.
No, it's not line of sight. It's literally the whole sky goes dark.
Yeah. They're not.
Ramil, are you? You say you're in Atlanta, right? When you're standing in Atlanta, do you see the whole sky, or do you see what your eyes can see?
You see not only what your eyes can see, but you can. It's dark because literally, basically, bro, like they have a whole map about based on this. It's dark.
No, I'm saying from your observation, right? Can your eyes cover the whole sky?
No.
Why? Perspective. That's
when you watch a car or a train leaving your
line, doesn't mean it's not also dark in New York. If it's that does not mean it's not.
For me, what I'm saying is I'm not disagreeing. I'm just giving you like where I'm coming from. I'm saying your observation is based on perspective. When you're looking at the sky, right? You see, let's say, the sun rising from the east. That whole perspective that you're seeing, you only see what your eyes can see. The sky is so big.
Observe that,
and that's just the sun moving towards you. It's not rising; it's just coming towards you.
So when the sun comes up, it's not rising up. It's just moving towards closer.
It's moving towards you. Yes,
it's moving like
how is that? Hold on. So you said I'm not. It's an illusion.
Oh yeah,
it's perspective.
Who's the illusion? It's not a perspective because we know directions. That's like a north, south, east, west.
How big is the state of Georgia?
What do you mean how big is it?
It's big, right? So I'm saying if you're in Atlanta, when you're looking up in the sky, your eyes only covers a part of the sky. You're seeing from a perspective. That's what I'm trying to say. Because when you're looking up in the sky, you're not seeing what I'm seeing here in Texas. You're seeing, because that's what I say, your eyes can only cover what your eyes can see. That's why when you look on the horizon, when you look in the sky, you look at the sky is meeting the horizon, like the sky is falling down, like you know what I'm saying, like you're seeing the edge. But guess what? If you travel in a car, for those of us truck driver, I've been driving across America. I've never seen a curvature in a road, especially when you're going to Nevada, right? Where you have this long road where it's straight for like 3 miles, where you can see ahead of you can see California way up there. There is no curvature. So I'm saying, from my perspective, I'm seeing an horizon. But as I get closer, guess what I see? I see everything as I saw from 3 hours away. So I'm saying is your eyes, can only cover a small perspective of the sky. So the movement of the sun, when you're seeing it,
but if somebody shows you that camera phone and you watch a live stream, somebody from another part of the country, it's still gonna be dark. You don't got to just have your eyes. You can look at.
They can show you
for people jumping out of airplanes with GoPros on. Anyway, that stick experiment anybody can do. The stick experiment is elementary school
doesn't prove shit. That doesn't prove anything.
It actually does. Also, another experiment that everybody can do is the fact that we have time zones. Like
time zone is made by man. It's man-made.
Hey, fasting. We have to explain it to them on a bit. Listen, we believe in the flat Earth model.
If the Earth was flat, you could not have time zones.
No, that's not true.
There would be. Hold on a second.
Who created
time? Okay, hold on. You can't have time zones in a flat Earth because the sun is shining on a fucking pizza.
I can explain this very easily, okay? If you know what the flat Earth model is, and like I just told you, like the yin-yang symbol, explains the sun and the moon and their pattern, how they most likely actually move, okay, then there would still be time zones, because then the sun would still only be exposed. Certain land would be exposed to the sun at certain times of the day. It doesn't mean we're on a spinning ball hurling through space, bro.
Okay, hold on 1 second. If the Earth is flat, it's a giant pizza. This giant
Hold on. The sun is moving like a clock, just like when you look at the clock, right?
Right, fasting.
Yeah.
Can I finish?
Speak, my brother.
I gotta use soft nigga voice now. If the Earth is flat, it's a giant pizza that is facing a giant light bulb.
No, it's not giants. That's fake news. The sun is not big.
It's facing a small light bulb.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No.
What the fuck ever? It's facing a light source. It's facing a light source. It's a pizza facing a light source.
But the light source
is what moves. You're gonna deny that, then we don't even have light.
Zero. The light source is what moves, though, not the pizza.
Yeah. The Earth stands still.
Okay, wait. If the light source is moving, the stick experience. You know what? These niggas.
I'm done.
If the light source is moving, you niggas just defeated your own bullshit on a stick experiment.
You know why you can understand? Because an ant cannot understand
if the light source.
Zero. If the light source is moving, then your stick experiment. Your stick experiment is still it still works even with if the light source is moving. Yeah. You're saying it wouldn't work. How would it moving? Yep. How would that not work? Explain.
No, if the light source is moving, you're not gonna get a You're not gonna get a moving shadow on a flat Earth. You can't get a moving shadow on a flat Earth.
But so in my kitchen right now, if this light above me starts moving, the shadow is not going to be different throughout my living room with chairs and shit. The shadow is not going to change. Are you sure about that, buddy?
If the light source is shining on a giant pizza, the shadow of that stick is not going to change.
How would it not? If the light source
if the Earth rotates, the shadow changes.
No. That's what I'm saying. Zero. You speaking from a round Earth perspective.
Pizza, right? Because a pizza doesn't rotate.
If the Earth stands still, guess what? It's still gonna work. That's why.
Excuse me.
Right now, it's why it's gonna work, because the Earth is flat and it's not round.
I'll put it this way: even if the pizza was spinning, that shadow isn't going to move. The Earth is flat.
It can't spin because you won't be able to stand. You will die. Like if the Earth was spinning, all of us wouldn't even exist.
I have something to say.
We'll all be destroyed.
Can I just say something? I want to say one thing real quick. Zero, do you understand? If you believe NASA's official way that they tell us, they say that we're a spinning ball spinning around the sun, and then the whole solar system is also hurling through space. You believe that bullshit,
right? So what's the problem with that?
What's the problem with that? We're just a huge solar system just hurling through space. Don't crash into shit. With that? We don't crash into shit, even though there's like billions of stars, apparently.
Yeah, right. But what's the problem with that? I don't see the problem.
What's the problem with that? Let me ask you this. Here's a better question. Let me ask you this. If the sun's in the middle of the solar system and the Earth, right, spins around the sun every year, then every day when we look up in the night sky, wouldn't we see a completely different set of stars in the sky? Why is it we can
stars are far enough away where they don't appear to move?
Right. Okay.
However, the planets do appear to move because they're constantly moving around.
Time out.
Right. Thank you.
Let me get this straight. You're telling me, okay, when it comes to seeing the same constellations in the night sky every night, the stars are arranged pretty much exactly the same. You're telling me that the Earth going around the entire fucking sun, which you guys believe, if you're saying it's gigantic according to NASA, right? That means that when I look up in the night sky every night, I would see different constellations, and those constellations would change. They'd be large one day, appear smaller the next, but that's not the case.
If you have a dog and your dog runs around you in circles, when the dog looks up, the sun is still there and it's right in center.
Hey, big truck. That has nothing to do with that.
Yes, it does.
Joe Biden. Excuse me.
We talking to people who change the size of the sun to fit their argument.
You can't change the size of the sun. Excuse me.
this whole
What is this silly video? What is this, a sunset?
Oh, wait.
Niggas is changing the size of the sun to fit the argument. Again, the whole reason why we have time zones is because of that shit. If you got a flat planet, you can't even have time zones because the sun is shining on the whole planet.
That's not true, Zero.
Yes, it is.
You're not grasping the concept at all.
No, you're not grasping the concept.
I sure am.
Hold on. Let me play this shit.
Here in Egypt in the 3rd century BC.
Oh, cool. A History Channel video where they lie to us. Yeah, let's see where.
May have been
With fucking Elvis.
part of a network.
It's a sodomite.
The Earth is not round; it's a circle.
It most likely is.
It is a circle. Nah, that's
Earth
fake.
is not round; it's a ball.
It's a circle, and the sun and the moon move
No. The
proportionally
sun, is in the
around it.
middle. The sun is glued in the middle.
I ain't gonna play this shit all the way through, but I'll put the link in the chat, man, for Carl Sagan. This is Carl Sagan that's saying that this is what it is.
Man, fuck that crap.
Hey, Mr. Fantastic, this guy, he sounds like a preacher. You know, bring
Yeah,
it.
Carl Sagan,
I'll
man.
give you the good word of the round earth that NASA told us. Believe me, because I have the truth. Then they'll be like, praise NASA, give us those pictures. We believe it. It's real.
Hold on, well, hey, we got the L Seth, man. What's up, man? What you trying to say, bro? What you got to say, bro? L Seth, go ahead and get your shit off, bro.
As for all this fake news I've been hearing, the Earth is not a pancake and it's not a pizza. First of all, if it even was a pizza, we wouldn't even have our. First of all, we wouldn't even have our gravity because it wouldn't even go to the size of the Earth. And we wouldn't have a core. We would all
How
be.
big is the Earth, bro? How big is the Earth?
Yeah, we would. It would be a creamy center core.
Oh, what is?
How big is the Earth, bro? Tell me, how big is the Earth?
It would be a creamy filling core.
How big is the Earth?
Yeah, it would be, and it would be edible.
How big is it? First of all, it's not bigger than the sun, that's for sure. So if the
Have you measured it? Have you measured it?
Give me a minute.
How would we know, El? How would we know that kind of stuff? We'd have to trust some institutions who are usually 9 times out of 10 full of shit, right?
I mean, you're black. You're black.
Honestly.
Are you black?
Well,
Yes,
how come,
I'm black.
why not just not trust
So
the
you
whole
need to tell me a
institutions
black
and go out
person
and do
went
the
around the world
experiments for
and measured
yourself?
the Earth, and we didn't hear about it?
Whoa. I'm not 100% accurate, but at least I tried to not say fake stuff, okay?
No, I'm saying
None of us are saying fake stuff,
Did
sir.
you measure the Earth?
Which is based on what?
Did you measure it, or you're repeating someone else's words?
No, I'm not.
So you measure the Earth, right?
It's 3,958 miles. Now keep it at that.
No,
because
so
the
let me
sun
ask you:
is 10
Did
times
you
bigger.
measure it? Did you measure it? What ruler do you use?
Obviously,
Where did you start?
El, you need to understand that all this information you're getting is from government institutions
But
that
you
are
can
just like
experiment for yourself.
Give
they're just like other government institutions, and they let it
You
lie.
don't have to trust the government. You can experiment for yourself.
If the
Everything I
government
said,
had
you
a
can
good track record, I
Matter of
believe
fact,
them.
if any of you
Experiment is
niggas,
what
if
I
any
need
of you
extra
niggas have a
proof.
boat, if any of you niggas have a boat, you could go out on the ocean and you could watch us. You could watch a ship sail away and disappear over the horizon. If the Earth is flat, you will never stop seeing that big ass ship.
That's not true.
Okay.
Oh no, yeah, it is true.
Wait,
What the fuck are you talking about? If the Earth is flat, you're not gonna stop seeing something.
Zero. It's called a vanishing point.
That is called perspective.
It's called a vanishing point.
The word horizon. Do you know the meaning of horizon, right? You know what
Doesn't
horizon
matter.
means, right?
What I'm saying is,
I'm saying,
if
like,
you have
if
a boat,
horizon means a flat line, right? So how can you have a curve on the horizon? How can you have a curve on an horizon?
You
have a boat.
Hey, yo. Hey, real quick. Let me play this. This is the point. This is the experiment that Zero was talking about. We about to have a very, very well sciencey dude explain it.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, let's hear. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's hear this sodomite.
Yeah, let's see this shit.
Syene would cast no shadow, and a stick in Alexandria, 800 kilometers to the north, would cast a very definite shadow. Here's a map of ancient Egypt.
Okay, show us.
Or obelisks.
Mm.
up here in Alexandria.
Of course, he chose obelisk, Freemason symbolism.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus Christ.
That's what I'm saying.
Chill out.
He's got the fucking phallic symbol. Look, 2 dicks.
Does that have anything to do with this? With the
It means he's a liar.
If you're truly woke, it has everything to do with it. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yeah, he's
gotcha.
lying. That's why, basically, to us who are awakened, we can see with our third eye.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
How could it be? Eratosthenes asked. At the same instant, there was no shadow at Syene, and a very substantial shadow at
Hey, Mr. Fantastic, would you pause it? You want to know one thing I noticed about this video? It has so many cuts. It's not quote unquote live.
No,
so
that's a very easy experiment.
What is Mr. Fantastic? How do we? Because like I say, everything we just saw, why? It's a video. That means what? They can manipulate it. So why are we having cut if it's supposed to be?
Why don't you get a giant piece of cardboard and do the same thing he's doing?
Film class.
Why not get a giant piece of cardboard and do what he's doing?
Watch this. Everything he just did right there.
Why not get a giant piece of cardboard and do what he's doing?
It's all Hollywood. It's all fake, guys.
Then why not get a giant piece of cardboard and do what he's doing?
They're lying. They can't even give us proof.
Then why not get a giant piece of cardboard and do what he's doing? Everything he's doing don't make sense.
I need more than that. I need more than that.
All you have to do is get a giant piece of cardboard and do the same experiment that he's doing.
I need to go out into space and look down from the earth.
No. But if you get a giant piece of cardboard and do the same thing he's doing,
let's zero. That experiment is not factual. It's
right.
What does that even mean?
Right. So get a giant piece of cardboard and do the same experiment.
Oh, the Hollywood guy, he already did it. So
right. But you do it. No. But see, the thing is, you do it. How about you do it?
Give me more proof. I don't.
Okay. Here's the proof. Go to Home Depot, get a giant piece of cardboard and a pair of phallic-shaped obelisks.
We're not impressed at all. We're not impressed.
With some Gorilla Glue.
We're not impressed. Listen, this cardboard.
Right. All you gotta do is go get a giant piece of cardboard and do the same experiment. Why is that so fucking hard?
When I walk outside and I look through the horizon, and when I fly on a plane, you know what I see? I see clouds moving in the sky on a flight forward.
Right, cool. So all you gotta do is get a giant piece of cardboard and go buy some dick-shaped structures and put them on the cardboard.
So to me, it sounds like scientists are
right. But look, you can do this. You can do this with 3 items. All you need is 3 items. You need a piece of cardboard and some dick-shaped.
Listen,
but you need a piece of cardboard and 2 dick-shaped structures, and you put them on the cardboard.
We heard you.
And then you curve the cardboard. Right. I need to repeat because
it's so comical. It's so
all you have to do is get a giant piece of cardboard and then
repeat itself again like a dumbass.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing it. So all you gotta do is get a giant piece of cardboard.
Let's pretend I do that experiment. If I do that experiment, how does that disprove
is get a giant piece of cardboard and some dick-shaped objects. This is all you got to do, and you put them on the cardboard and run the same experiment, and then you can see for yourself. And then you won't even have to learn from the sodomite. I'm gonna repeat that again because I got interrupted. So all you got to do is get a giant piece of cardboard with some dick-shaped objects. Right, because you keep interrupting, so I have to repeat myself.
You
go to Home Depot and you buy 3 items, 2 dick-shaped structures and some cardboard. You put these dick-shaped structures on the cardboard on each end, and you let the sun shine on it, and you curve
we're just going
one
to hear this
side
the rest
so
of the
that you
stream.
can get a longer shadow. All right, so I got to repeat myself again. All right, so everyone go to Home Depot and buy some cardboard on phallic.
You know what we're from? We're proof that science can
really easy to do. Very easy. If I keep getting interrupted, I have to repeat. The thing is, if I keep getting interrupted, I have to repeat. So I have to repeat again. If you go to Home Depot and you buy the dick-shaped objects and a piece of cardboard, you can put the cardboard and the dick-shaped objects together and then repeat the experiment that you just saw. And then the sodomite, whatever he's saying, you don't even have to listen to it. See, this is the problem. I keep getting interrupted, so I have to repeat myself again.
We already heard you. I got it. Hey, chill out, man. Let everybody rock. Shout out to Citizen Lou. I was in the Navy. The Earth is flat. Okay.
Thank you, Citizen Zoo. Thank you, man. You're another scientist I agree with.
Hey, but fantastic. Let me just say one thing real quick. What he's saying with that experiment, even if I went and did that experiment, what the fuck does that even prove? That doesn't prove a fucking thing. That doesn't prove
but just do it.
Some retard that is folding a piece of paper.
But just do it though. But just do it though.
If I do it, what's that going to prove? What's that going to prove?
It proves that you did the experiment.
Oh, we got a question.
That doesn't prove the Earth is round.
Right. It just proves that you did the experiment.
All right, real quick. Shout out to Paris Nason for the 5. Thank you, brother. Prove the round Earth by giving the mathematical equation for gravity, and I'll shut up.
Okay. Amen.
Oh, does what's the name?
They outright say they don't know what gravity is. They talk about gravity waves. They talk about a theory. That's why it's the theory of gravity, that it's warping space and attracting other objects. But this can't be demonstrated anywhere else in reality, just like a pressurized atmosphere next to a vacuum. Like, it literally is physically impossible, but they only say it works in the realms of astrophysics, something that you cannot actually bring into a laboratory. The scientific method does not apply, and they get to say whatever they want and call it astrophysics, and then they make up different equations and try to say it works. So it's like some other kind of language. They force the issue. So it's actually a bad idea to ask for an equation. We need provable, testable, repeatable evidence to prove this stuff. You can't have a pressurized atmosphere next to a vacuum. That negates the whole story of space off top.
That's right. And when you question these people, they give you the dumbest fucking responses, like a deer in the headlights. They don't even know what the fuck to say because they know the shit that they learned was bullshit.
Wow, you're describing religion.
Yep.
Right. True.
That's your opinion.
That's the same. You flip the tables. You can say the exact same thing.
I actually agree with that. The idea of a lot of religious belief systems and the idea of scientism as a religion, where it requires just blind belief, blind faith, is very similar. The idea is we need to try to arrive at some kind of objective, observable proof. That's real science. Where it's actually testable and provable.
That is what I super chatted earlier, where both sides have a belief. The thing is that for science, the onus is on science to actually prove what they believe, not for religion. Religion just has their static information and they run with it and tell everybody that this is what it is.
False. Because if
that is what you
wanted to prove, they would have proven us where the Big Bang happened.
Yes,
it's just holding up flat pizza.
Science is trying to say there's 76 genders. How are they proving that to you?
How's the flat pizza being held up?
I just told you to believe it. If you don't believe it,
that's some moon boot level shit right there. This nigga said science and gender. No, that's not the same shit. Anyway, who's holding up the flat pizza? Who's holding up the flat pizza in space? No, I'm not even going to entertain that shit.
Zero. So, that is scientists saying there's 76 genders, not me. That's science.
Millionaires saying that a flat Earth would have to look like a pizza. Whoever said that?
Yeah.
Because the Earth is flat. Because it's flat.
No, the surface is flat.
Flat circular.
Wait, is that hypocrisy? What's up?
It's hypocrisy. Hold on, real quick.
If we haven't left the atmosphere, we don't know what the Earth is looking like.
He can leave.
Hold on, real quick. Hold on. Let me do this.
Flat circular objects taste good.
This is a good question right here. Okay, so is the sun flat also? I guess is the question.
No,
we got El Grande. All you have to do is get a giant piece of cardboard and 2 PP-shaped structures.
Why you ain't shit for that one?
Just thought I might do. Shout out to man, hypocrisy, man. I left this godforsaken spirit due to the supreme knowledge, but I had to come back for this one. I told you, man. I knew the flat Earth was going to get everybody out, man.
Yeah.
Hold on, real quick. On one flat plane, you can paint a triangle, a body of 3 corners. The sum of inner angles 180 degrees on a flat surface. On a sphere, however, the inner sum of the angles is greater than 180 degrees due to the curvature. Just like on the Earth, math don't lie, niggas. Gravity, the intrinsic gravity tends to be spherical because gravity has a direction, and where there is a lot of mass, gravity is stronger. Lesh explains gravity always tends to be spherical. One sees his finally at the solar system. All bodies which are heavier are spheres. All right, good point.
That's bullshit. You can't measure gravity.
Wait, fantastic. Leave that up. Leave that up.
That didn't make any fucking sense, bro. You cannot measure gravity.
These niggas, they reboot when they see science. They reboot when they see math.
You know what we just
read?
What do you mean?
This way, when they reboot, they can read it again.
This is all opinions. That's why I say facts are agreed upon.
Math is not an opinion. So yeah. Leave it up so that way when they reboot, they can just read it again.
Yeah. Hey, hypocrisy. I thought you were gonna run away from the nigga sphere. Now you're back. Hey, I told you.
That's science, nigga. Shit. Anyway, for the guy talking about the gender shit, genders are social constructs. That's not science.
No, they are turning into a biological. They're talking about the biology. Biology is science.
Construct.
Yeah, biology is science.
You can identify as a
gender
paper
is
plate.
a biology.
It's scientists identify as a paper plate, and that would be a gender tomorrow. All you got to do is go to a doctor and say you have gender dysphoria, and you can identify as a computer monitor. And everyone has to call you a fucking computer monitor. And then if you make up a pronoun for it, like compum, they have to call you a fucking compum.
That's right, Zero.
Because that's your gender.
Guess what, Zero?
That's a social construct.
Settle down.
Science.
Settle down, sport. Guess what, Zero?
It's not science.
Scientists are the ones putting out the New York Times articles. See, you interrupt like a dumbass too when you're getting this knowledge. So you know what I'm saying?
Why don't you stop cursing people, you fucking idiot?
Talking about people gender like that.
Not science.
Zero. No, listen, scientists are the ones making those articles, so it doesn't mean shit.
Look, I'm on fake news.
Science is doing that.
How do we know we have something?
Not real science. That's just research.
Yeah,
we believe
I know what science is.
Oh my God, man, chill
I
out.
approach 37 girls a day, and that's the science of getting chicks. I do it.
No, I think Zero is missing the point.
Still haven't gotten a date.
The main point
that
that fasting and I are trying to tell you is that simply scientists are paid to lie more often than tell the truth.
Right, and
That's what we're
so
trying
is
to say.
religion, people.
Why do you keep bringing religion into this?
We're not supporting religion.
I'm bringing religion people in because what's your fucking point?
I'm not even talking about religion.
That's
right
not
now.
science. People who are paid to lie about science, that don't mean shit.
We're not
Hey,
talking about.
hold on. Can I say something, y'all? I ain't said nothing in a long time.
Science.
I haven't said anything in a long time.
Go ahead, Huck.
The accepted sciences right now are not based on any natural law or logic. Okay, it's funded by elite people who are trying to control you. Like I don't know why. I don't know why y'all act like the sciences that right now are actually based on something that's logical. It's not. They're using science to create all kinds of subjective things like first of all, germ theory. We know medical science has been exposed. We know the doctors are not trying to cure nothing. They're not trying to do that. It's actually about disease creation. We know that the government is actually, the FDA is approving all kinds of chemicals in the water, in the air, in the food that's causing cancer. That's why cancer and heart disease are the highest causes of death of anything. They don't stop putting cancer carcinogens in the food, in the water. So why y'all thinking that this world is going to tell you the truth when they're trying to actually set you up in a deception so you can be desperate and fearful? Because why? Fearful and desperate people are easy to control. That's a fact.
What about learning about the stuff that you don't know? And then
but that's not coming through government institutions.
But then you won't have to go off of like the lying people and the corrupt people. You could just study up on math and shit and what
but here's the point. Here's the point, Zero. Through all kinds of secondary education, even college, people are indoctrinated just to accept what comes through government regulated institutions.
Okay,
that's why. Hold on, bro. I'll let you talk. I'll let you talk.
It's so funny with that repeat shit. You're not impressing nobody.
Right, because you niggas, because you say, why don't you just learn?
I just
why don't you just learn the fucking math and then you niggas just skip right over that shit and go, no, I don't want to learn this shit. I just want to keep saying this conspiracy shit.
Yeah, but I'm not talking. It's not a conspiracy. Medical science has been proven false. It's not a conspiracy, man. You go to the doctor and you just believe in taking pharmaceutical drugs, which just create. That would just mask symptoms, but actually leave the illness to lie there. That's not a conspiracy, bro.
Yeah. Right. You moon boot hop from flat Earth to like medical.
Yeah,
shit.
I'm talking about science.
You're
not just astronomy.
You're not though.
Zero, man, I can talk about hold on. Zero. You talked about interrupting people, right? So is it okay or is it not?
The worst, I know.
Is it okay or is it not?
To moon boot over to that where we was talking about the flat Earth shit.
I was talking about I'm pulling all this together. I'm putting all of this together because science is an overarching umbrella that the government is using. Oh God!
Oh my God!
You know what? Let me tell you something. Nobody ever complained about interrupting. Or I'm just going to say I don't give a fuck. because y'all niggas saying whatever. I don't give a fuck. I just don't. Anyway. I just don't because look, I was quiet for like a whole hour.
Shit, and now y'all moon booting over to the fucking medical.
Okay, shit. Zero. What's your point? I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. Okay, so what is your point? Okay, I get it. Hold on, everybody be quiet. Everybody be quiet. That's cool. Okay, that's fine. We're predictable. So let's move on.
That's not.
Well, let's move. Okay, we get it. We get it. I got it.
You don't get it. You don't get it. You never will get it because you niggas ain't trying to learn shit.
Zero. What is okay? This is Zero show. Everybody just be quiet. Let them get it out. Let them get it out.
You're saying we don't want to learn shit, but we learn the.
Your name is the Earth is flat, so you don't really even have an opinion right now. You niggas got trapped in the corner on that flat Earth shit, and then hopped over to medical science talking about corruption and
telling you because science can be wrong. That's what the whole point was. Oh my God!
Somebody put some math on the screen, and then you niggas ran. That's what the fuck happened. Nobody math got put on the screen. You niggas ran.
Just keep it.
Nobody ran from
doctors get paid off by people to lie about stuff, and I don't want to learn that shit because I don't want to learn that shit.
That's why he's
anyway.
And I'm still not going to do that.
Hold on, Festus. Hold on. Spiritual, continue.
Read the super chat, and then we go on to Citizen Lou. Citizen Lou came in. He ain't said shit yet. I gotta get me here. Shout out to Indigenous TV for the 5. Zero better ease back with the truck before he go from sport to ninja. Indigenous TV. Citizen Lou, it's on you, brother. Go ahead, man.
Hey, man, I'm gonna get my time back to spiritual, bro. The fish you was saying spiritual. I was trying to get what he was saying.
Man, look, I'm just telling y'all that the sciences have been corrupted. All right, I know people want to believe these institutions because it gives everybody a sense of hubris that, oh, I know something. But I'm just trying to tell you that the world it does have an agenda. We're living it. This whole thing about just believing information because of who it's coming from. Truth in this world has become associated with authority, not with facts, not with evidence. It's authority. Who's telling it? Oh, it's coming through a government-related university, so it must be true. That's not even fact. We know that the scientists, like people said, they're actually funded, and money determines the course of what scientists are going to be honest about. They can create any kind of subjective experiment to produce any result they want if it fits a narrative.
Yeah, and if I could back him up, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say just like when I talk about the and I'm purposely jumping. So if you don't like it, then get off. Just like when I talk about the virus has not been isolated. You can go research this if you like data and you like information. Niggas won't do that. They'll just keep believing. No, the FDA, the CDC said, yeah, these people are not going to tell you the truth when their agenda is to keep you dumb. Why would they do that? Y'all actually attributing morality to people who don't give a shit about you.
Yeah.
These niggas love you when you're dumb and you just trust them because you're indoctrinated. That's the whole point.
Hey, Lou,
y'all got it.
And Lou, before you can take it, I just wanted to mention that the Degrassi Tyson guy, he's a dummy. He's just a sodomite reading a script. He 10 years smarter than that guy. So don't believe any crap he's spewing. Look at his eyes. He's reading a script. He's dummy than a dummy.
Something else you should understand, Zero, is we were taught in school just like you were about the solar system and all this shit. So we went and got additional knowledge that opposed this stuff. And you're preaching to us as if we never learned the original shit in elementary, middle, and high school, just like you did. You're not preaching nothing that is cutting edge that we haven't heard before from another government bullshit ass institution. All right.
Yeah, I wanted to give my little personal thing on why the Earth is flat. Hey, so in the Navy, right? Fantastic. You ever been on a ship?
Yeah,
like a carrier or whatever. You been a lookout?
I did a round the world cruise, bro.
Same here.
Word. So you seen it, bro? So, bro, you know they use the flat Earth map inside the cockpit, right? What is it, the pilot house?
Yeah, talking about the
whatever. The navigators,
quartermasters and shit. The quartermasters and shit.
Yeah, the quartermasters. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So they use a flat Earth model when they're sailing. They've been using this model since like 1862, and they've never changed from it because literally you have to use a flat Earth model to navigate the Earth. And then another thing too, when I was at Lookout, your eyes can only see up to 20 nautical miles. So when it looks like a ship is coming down, it's because your eyes can't see that far. Because every time you put your binoculars back on, you see the ship. So if you kept your binoculars on, you would never see that little curvature go down if you kept binoculars on all day
That's
long.
right. It's a vanishing point, line of perspective.
Exactly.
That's right. Fantastic, sir. Could you do us a favor real quick and just Google the UN logo and show that to us real quick?
Exactly.
Let's see what our overlords think that are laughing about us right now. Let's see what they think the Earth looks like.
The UN
Yeah,
logo.
the UN,
the UN logo,
Can
bro.
I
That's
address
yeah.
some of the fucking
Put
shots
that
aimed at
on
me while they
screen,
going on
sir.
their
Man,
filibuster
shut
shit?
your-
Real quick, I mean, you niggas throwing a lot of shots at me, but y'all just
Well, we should
moving
just
on with the
interrupt like
goddamn
you, like a
religious
low IQ
filibuster.
dumbass, right?
So anyway, no one is attributing morality to science. That's what I'm saying. You niggas just assume shit. I never accused you niggas of not having science class. I accuse you of ignoring it.
Then why do you expect scientists to tell you the truth?
Just like if you learn elementary math, 1 + 1 = 2, and you say it's 3, that's you ignoring it. That's not you having fucking science class. Also,
That's natural law. That's not science.
Even with binoculars, the ship will sink into the fucking horizon.
No, it would not.
That's called perspective.
When you put the binoculars back on,
even with
they're not
binoculars, the
disappearing
ship
anymore.
will sink into the horizon.
No, it won't.
What are we looking
No,
at?
Yes, it will.
What is this?
It only does that because it's 20 nautical miles. Your eyes
Even
can only
with
see up to 20
binoculars, the ship will sink into the horizon.
Hey, can I explain this UN logo real quick though? Oh, you took it off.
I'll go back to yours. Wait.
Yeah. With that UN logo, now I want to explain something. You know, when it comes to those of us that are flat earthers that believe in this, right? The thing is like we don't have the tools and the billions of dollars of resources to know exactly what the flat earth does in fact look like. But this UN logo right here is a very good representation of what the majority of us do believe it's like. We believe that it's like this, and that there's most likely an ice wall border, and that the sun and the moon revolve within that area, and that's how you have daytime, nighttime, right? Yeah. And then there's an ice wall border around that, and no one's been past that border.
So what happened when the dudes back in the day when they were trying to sell to the end of the earth? What happens when because they did keep selling? When they kept selling, they were down. Right?
But they
stopped in America.
It's true though. Like remember, it's a story.
If you sell to Antarctica from America, and they still was able to sell.
But look at that right there. Look at where Africa is.
How come nobody who's ever still reached the ice wall?
If they reach the ice wall, by that point, the conditions, even with high technology we have nowadays, you are not going to resources.
People have went to Antarctica. People have went to Antarctica. So
but they went to the crust. They didn't go all the way in there.
So how come where's this ice wall? Not the crust, not the actual external part. How come nobody has seen the ice wall? Taking a picture of it?
Check this out.
Ice wall should
be too far out, real.
So it's too far out from where?
Can I just tell you?
You see where that?
This is what some people believe.
Where is the ice wall too far from?
Listen, I'm answering your question. Look, some people believe, most likely that if you go past that ice wall border,
what's the facts, brother? I'm asking what the facts.
Let me tell you. Most people believe that if you go past that ice wall border, most likely there's another set of land with another sun and another moon.
Is that what you believe? What do you believe, brother?
I'm telling you, that's what a lot of flat earth they believe that there might.
I don't even
another world out there. Okay,
but I can answer that, Ramil. Honestly, I don't even. I don't know. Like when it comes to what's beyond the ice wall, just like with the actual shape of the earth, I don't know. This is what I know, Ramil. This is what I know.
Have a picture of an ice wall.
The evidence. Hold on, Ramil. The evidence that I've seen shows that we have not left the Earth's atmosphere. We don't know. We just know the surface. We know the surface is flat.
Picture of the ice wall.
You get the ice wall.
That's reasonable. That's
reasonable. You can pull that. You can pull the ice wall picture up.
Yeah, where's that at? Yeah, thank you. Where's the ice? Where's the picture of the ice wall that is allegedly covered surrounding the flat Earth? Like I said, I don't really have an opinion. I'm just as a person that's curious. Where is the ice wall?
I got some links in the back chat to show you what I'm talking about. You can look at it now.
And you're saying like the ice wall. Okay, it could just be a layer of ice that just fucking goes on forever and ever. And remember, if there's no sun,
it gotta be thick enough to stop the ocean from that's what I'm saying. Where it's humongous. An ice wall that surrounds the Earth will be literally fucking humongous. So where is
Ramil, you'll never get there. You'll never be close enough to take a picture of the photo.
How can you not get closer to the ice wall? How can you not?
You can't, bro. You know how much money and how many
Listen, Ramil, listen, I can answer this for you. Listen, okay, you're saying like the ice wall. Most likely, it's just a layer of ice. Remember, the sun does not penetrate that area. Okay, that area gets like practically no sun since it's most likely not where the sun's revolving. So it's gonna be so fucking cold that most likely that that snow and that ice in that area, it's just going to go on for so long that you'll never get to see what the hell's on the other side, unless you go far enough.
Because the sun. So he's saying it'll be the conditions are not
fantastic. Show them
favorable to human.
So what?
Show them the map. I put it in the back chat. That way, it basically some of the questions that Romil is asking. That's what I'm saying. They're not gonna tell us everything, but this picture will answer basically why I'm saying that we don't have to believe everything they tell us, because that picture I just sent you in the back chat
not
will
told
tell
you
you
why nobody has went to this wall or this layer of ice and draw pictures of it. And
Hey, buddy, hey, Earth is flat. Let me get it. Hey, Earth is flat. Let me get it. Earth is flat. Let me get it. Let me get it.
I'm just curious.
Let me get it. I got you, Ramil. I got you. You cannot go that far because you need a lot of oil to get there. It's huge, bro. It's a vast ocean. It's vast ocean, my nigga. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I think you can't get there.
How far is the ice wall?
Facts. Yes, nigga. Yes, you.
The southern tip of Africa, right? Because all these maps y'all show me, the southern tip of Africa should be not that far from the ice wall. Africa still get sun. So you should be able to reach the quote unquote ice wall from the southern tip of Africa.
I don't want to see trash.
What I'm telling you is,
I'll put the link.
This is what the fuck I'm telling you.
Hold on.
You have routes, right? You can't go. You can't veer off routes. You can't fly that direction. You can't sail that direction. That's what I'm saying.
Why not?
You will get stopped by the military.
No.
What is funny?
The military can cover the whole area.
It can cover enough. It can cover enough to stop you.
Navy. What do you think some ships can go into certain territories?
No.
Who are
asking the question? What's stopping you? So you're telling you cannot sail to the ice?
They're not gonna
the military is gonna stop you.
They're gonna
yes, nigga,
yes. It's called the Antarctic Treaty. Look it up right now.
I mean, damn,
like Antarctica. We're talking about the whole area because you talking about the military has the ability to cover the whole surrounding area, even though we haven't even covered the whole ocean.
Yeah, it's called the U.S. Navy.
If the U.S. government went into the South China Sea, the Chinese government will get you. It's like, you know, it's like when you get to it, you have to get there. So when you start that journey, when you start that journey, they're going to intercept you before you even get to the point. It's like a point of interception.
How do people
find a ship? First of all, no ship that doesn't have GPS and technology is going to even make that journey. So if you are a ship with technology,
these hot air balloons, when they go up in the video they got that we all, I mean, they literally show the video from the ground. They show them lift off from the ground. They show the lift up from the ground to the top. 100,000 feet in the air. Where's the ice wall? How come doesn't show the ice wall?
Well, they're not going across an ocean, Ramil. What are you talking about? They're going across the earth.
If the earth is flat, they should be able to see the ice wall from.
No, they shouldn't because the ice wall is so far away.
Yeah,
like I said earlier, you can't see that
far. The horizon. How you gonna how can you see the? You can't even. If you're standing in Atlanta right now and you try to look east, you're not gonna see the whole thing. You're gonna see on the horizon.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't even see.
You can literally see it like a magnifying or telescope that can actually go.
So wait, when they're in the hot air balloon, they can see to another state. That what you're saying? Like they're in Alabama, they can see Mississippi. Is that what you're saying?
Have a horizon without curvature.
If you even go even higher, they can see more than one state or two states.
Okay, still not enough. Still not enough. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about.
Even if you're on a plane,
you should be able. If you're 100,000 feet in the air, you should just definitely be able to see the ice wall surrounding.
No, you can't. Okay, so that's like saying if I go from Texas, I can see California. You can't.
You can't.
If you're high enough in the air, yes, you can.
Ramil, I've traveled. I was in freaking.
No, if you're high enough in the air, yes, you can.
Ramil, nobody has done it, so it's like you're asking something nobody can do.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like,
it's possible to go to the layer of ice because the military will stop you.
It's not just the
military. That's the whole point. You'll never get there.
They won't allow you.
You'll never get there.
How would you never get there when it's
watch this, Ramil?
If you keep going Ramil from the southern tip of Africa, you should reach the ice wall logically, right?
Ramil.
Right. So you got a boat. You got a boat that can get you that far.
We're both leave the southern tip of Africa and go to Antarctica
and get you. You go anywhere in the world, try to leave, be like, you know what, nobody bother me, and see if the government is not gonna come and take your land. Like I'm telling you,
but wait a minute though. I'm just trying to figure out how you have 100 drums of oil that can get you across the ocean. I don't understand why you asking it like
nuclear
I can just
power.
do it.
Nuclear power.
They don't even
nuclear
use
power.
Aircraft carriers off of nuclear.
Have you guys seen
I'm not talking about an aircraft carrier. I'm just talking about a boat. I'm not talking about a boat.
What you're told.
I'm not talking about a Navy aircraft carrier. I'm talking about a boat in general, like just a powered boat. You have enough gas to get from Africa to the point you're talking about. Now, a lot of people don't, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
So by the time you do get there, the internet military will intercept you.
How far is the distance between the furthest point of land on Earth and this alleged ice wall? What's the difference?
How would you know? We don't know. We don't know. That's what I'm saying, bro. You're not going to touch the ice wall, so you can't make that measurement.
How do you know? But that's a valid. These are valid questions.
Ramil, we don't know.
That's the whole point.
We don't know,
and they're not going to tell us.
No, even if you ask us, we can't tell you because we've never been there. We've never
that's what I'm saying. I don't know what the color of my heart looks like, but I know it's there.
You don't know if it exists, right?
There's not going to be a commercial to fucking vacation in Antarctica. Right? We're not going to fucking know.
So the ice wall is so you're not sure if it exists then, right?
Because none of us have seen it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Just like we are told we have 7 continents. Right, but there are reports that are saying that our continents are not the only one. There's 33 more outside of our quote unquote known world. So the question is, based on the new information, who are we going to believe?
Brother, you said the reports are saying there's 33 more continents. What reports are saying is that there's 33 more continents?
I posted it right there in the back chat.
In the back, you got like 10 links back here. But what does it say?
No, I only posted 2 links. Ramil.
Okay, so you said so. This one link's gonna tell me how there's 33 extra.
The new report, yeah, it is. They got a map from Japan, from like the 1100s. Was it the 12th century, where it describes.
None of these links are showing that, brother. I'm talking.
Fantastic. Click that top one. He had it on the screen. He had it on the screen earlier, right? Fantastic.
33 extra continents.
Yeah, the new standard map of the world. That's the map they use in the Navy. That's the map quartermasters use. Scroll down, fantastic.
You'll see it. It's gonna be the next one. It's black and white. The one that was this one. Yeah, right there. That one. Yeah. That one, they found this in Japan.
That's right. Now, those are going to be past the ice wall border, most likely, right?
Yeah,
over the ice wall.
So, hold on, wait. Hold on, wait. Okay, breaking news, niggas. All right, hold on. So, all right, so okay, so damn, I can't. So let me use my cursor. Y'all can see my cursor, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we see.
All right, so this right here is the edge of the Earth, that as you know it, right?
Yep. Hey, fantastic. Do Control Plus.
Control Plus.
Yeah, large edge. Now, real quick, while you're looking at that, fantastic. Could you imagine, like the yin yang symbol has with the moon and the sun? Could you imagine that rotating around what you're looking at right there, and that would still give you your 24 fucking time zones, and it pretty much explains everything. And that's probably most likely our reality, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Oh, where's that map? Where's that map from?
From Japan. I told you, it's like archaeologists found it in Japan.
What's it say? It says, let me just clarify. It says an ancient Chinese map was discovered by
that's the one above. That's the one above.
Okay, so the one below says they're actually on 2 photographs of Earth. So no, that was actually talking about. It's right here. It said that.
They probably have it in reverse.
Okay, so an ancient Chinese map that was discovered by Jesuit missionaries during the trips to China since the 1300s, which supposedly reveals 13 other continents on landmass hidden beyond the Atlantic Rim. So he said this is a Chinese map.
No, but I'm telling you, like,
okay, so
the archaeologists, when they discover it, right? They the one they find first, the one they find in Japan, they say based on the calculation was from the 1100s. So the one they find in China basically is telling you if they found one in Japan and they find the same map in China, that means what? That means that both nations had this information. That's what I'm trying to say. Because this one was found in the 1300. The one they discovered in Japan was they calculate from like the 1100 AD.
What? So the Jesuits found this map.
No, right. they found another version of the same map in China. But I'm saying archaeologists found in a cave in Japan the same map in a different location. You see what I'm saying? So 2 different locations, they discovered the same similar map. You see what I'm saying?
This was the standard. So this was the standard.
Who did the cartography and And
we
what
don't
shit
know.
they use.
We don't know. That's what I'm. So all I'm saying is this, right? We have to the information that come out. We have to believe. I can prove to you that we have 33 other.
Okay, now it's saying that that map right there came from a newspaper called the Hawaiian Gazette that alleged to be a map of the world made in Japan more than 1,000 years ago. But as critical readers will notice, the story has more than a few hints of the Xeno map and Xena helper map stories. As with this
trying
map,
to find out how much oil you need.
And Zero, these were just speculative maps. It's not going to hurt our feelings if you say, "Oh, that's bullshit." Or you know, there's still
the oil comment. Wait, that was at
no
me.
one knows for sure. No one, we don't know for sure.
Earth is flat. Let me get it. He said how much oil. Wait. The question was at me, I believe, because he said the oil.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
So the point was, you would need a boat and oil to see the fruition you trying to get to the end of the wall is what I'm saying.
You don't need oil. We have nuclear powered vessels, man. If they really
but I'm saying that the average person
they could.
But who's gonna get it?
Oh, but the military is not gonna do it though. Is what I'm saying.
Exactly. The military is just gonna kill Arabs overseas for Wall Street financiers. That's all the fuck they're gonna do.
Not only that, they only kill the quote unquote sacrificial lamb because they sit in the same table as those Arab leaders.
That's right.
Right. So you asking regular people to go see the wall.
That's what
we don't have the resources to go see the ice walls. That's all my point. You don't have the resources to see the ice wall.
Yeah, and look,
how you know it's there?
Ramil, here's why.
How you know the ice wall is there if we don't have the resources?
Ramil,
we know there's an Antarctica. We know there's an Antarctica, right?
That is not equivalent to a land ice wall that surrounds the diameter of the Earth.
Yes, but we have a visual representation already, which is Antarctica.
Fast say we don't know. Appreciate you.
Ramil, all I'm saying is, at the end of the day, none of us, listen to this, none of us have gone there. None of us have been on the moon. So the question is, everything when it comes to something that we don't know, we have to quote unquote believe it is as we're told.
We know there is a moon that we can look at.
Cruise ships go to Antarctica.
Wait.
Okay,
I got a question.
So you believe a third party or a third?
No, I can look at a telescope. I can look at the moon. I can look in the sky.
Cruise ships go to Antarctica.
So Ramil. So when you look at a telescope, how do you know it's exactly as it is? Or you're not seeing the interpretation because the lens interprets the light, right? The light, because when it comes to camera,
you look through your eyes is determined by light.
Right, guess what? You seeing the interpretation of how light is entering the telescope.
That's anything you look at. Anything you look at is light reflecting off of. Anything you look at is based on light reflecting. Bouncing off of how your eyes perceive that.
Cruise ships go to Antarctica.
You're not seeing the actual thing. You see an interpretation of it. That's why even when we talk about
anything you look, anything you're looking at is an interpretation that your brain registers. Yes.
Is there elaborate on these cruise ships going in?
I'm just trying to figure out what the point is.
Cruise ships go to Antarctica.
Okay, where's that at? I want to.
Well, y'all say Antarctica could be the ice wall. Y'all say Antarctica could be the ice wall.
After COVID, you can take a cruise ship to Antarctica.
Well,
you can use a trusty old compass to make sure you get there.
Is Antarctica still the ice wall, y'all?
Hey, you know what I can
do? Okay, I brought up Antarctica because you asked me what does it look like, and I said that the Antarctica is a perfect representation of what an ice wall would look like. It is a perfect representation of what we are surrounded by. That's what I was saying. You asked me, how do I know it's there?
Okay, if you rewind this stream about 15, 20 minutes, y'all said nobody can go there because of the ATC.
Because of the treaty, yeah.
No, from the point from Africa that Ramil was talking about, from Africa, like that's what I was talking about.
We're talking about on the actual land masses that actually will be on the ice wall. We're not talking about like going to the ice wall.
Yeah,
like,
to go ice fishing or some shit.
How do you know the ice wall exists? Once again.
Well, they have that on National Geographic and stuff, man. You can see the ice, the glaciers slicing off into the ocean, bro. You can see that on
North and South Pole.
Fantastic.
No, I'm talking about they have that. They have alleged video,
like 20 minutes maybe, where these niggas said you can't even go to Antarctica, and I know everybody heard it.
No, we're talking. Well, let me qualify my statement.
You said nobody said you can go to Antarctica.
Yeah. Let me qualify the statement. Okay, can we qualify the statement? Or are we just going to keep telling people?
No, we can keep changing it, but that's what y'all say.
Everybody, look, man, everybody's talking in different perspectives. Nobody, we have to explain. Damn, would you be quiet?
You niggas are amazing.
It's like y'all emotional, man. We just having a conversation.
No,
Get over
are
it.
emotional. You niggas is
Get over it.
You niggas filibustering and
Zero.
then
We let you talk and blabber and make funny voices.
You niggas been talking for a half hour about bullshit. Shut the fuck up.
I wasn't even talking. I wasn't even talking. So what are you talking about?
You ain't letting nobody do shit. You still talking right now.
I just got on here. What are you talking about?
I ain't say shit. I listened to you niggas.
See, look at them, y'all.
I listened to you niggas say couldn't nobody go to Antarctica.
Yeah, nobody said that.
I'm the one who said it. I'm the one who's saying nobody can go there.
Look, I can't control what other people say. I'm speaking for myself. I'm speaking. I said nobody's going to the actual land.
Yeah, you can't go to Antarctica. Yep, you're right. Yep, God.
No, nobody said that. Nobody said that.
Yep, you're right. You can't go to Antarctica.
I'll stick to my guns. Yeah, I'll say that you can't fuck.
Let me know. Let me know. We can continue the conversation. Just let me know we can continue the conversation. If you don't like the conversation, you can get off.
Crazy as fuck. Yeah. Censorship. He wants me to leave.
I didn't say. I said if you don't like the conversation, it's your choice. It's your choice if you don't like it.
Yeah. I ain't choose to leave though, did I? You the nigga that brought that up.
Okay, then let's continue it. I'm asking. Let's continue.
Continue the bullshit.
Listen,
guys. Okay, let's continue the bullshit.
I was the one that said that you can't go to Antarctica. When, of course, the average person does not have the fucking means to go anyway, and the conditions there are so unbearable that even if you did go there with whatever equipment, you're not going to survive for very long anyway. So yeah, I'm sticking to my guns on that still. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, watch this. Look, this is what I'm saying, right? This is my perspective. At the end of the day, the same thing they do with Antarctica is the same thing they do with the moon landing. They give you what they want you to see. No, none of us can prove that this is what they're saying. Antarctica. What if they're filming this from freaking Norway? How do we know? How they're not filming this from freaking Russia? How do we know? You
Yes.
None of us know.
It's interesting to me. It's interesting to me. When these niggas talk about game, I don't go into game streams and listen to that shit no more. I just don't. If I don't like what people are talking about, I just don't go. That's freedom.
How do we get here?
If you want to engage in the conversation, then engage intelligently. Even if you don't understand or you don't agree with, that's fine.
Right. Nobody cares. Still on some get the fuck out shit if you don't like it, right?
Did I say that? Did I say that? Did I say that? You're not listening. I actually said let's be intellectual about this and let's just talk. Everybody,
this is not intellectual.
Well, then get the fuck out.
Right, exactly. That's what I just said.
No, but you keep talking. All you doing is talking about what it's not. All you're talking about is what it's not. We're trying to continue the conversation. People came on the street. Okay, see, I'm talking.
Yeah, but we trying to have a conversation.
What did I lie about? What did I lie about? What did I lie about?
You still on some get the fuck out shit. No, I'm not. Get the fuck out.
When did I say get the fuck out? I said if. I said if.
Zero wants to proselytize us. He wants to believe him. He wants to believe him. He wants to.
Everybody shut the hell up. Everybody shut up. Let me read the shit. Shout to Zero again. Don't spend no more money, nigga. Cruise ships go to Antarctica. All right. We got DJ Nav for the 2 ice winter is coming. Jon Snow. Shout out to DJ Nav, and I think DJ Nav hit me again. Where you at with the $10? There you go. Shout out to the Navy, but I was in the Air Force Space Command. Niggas legit get picked off using sat imagery from across the world. I'll take those sats over you niggas all day. LOL. Shout out
was that DJ Nav?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? He has to believe those pictures. How does he know they're not lying to him? So at the end of the day, he's another dumb believer.
Fasting. Don't even take that route with it. Okay, we talking about sad.
No, you gotta be wrong.
That could be done for radio towers on land. That could be done for radio, just like cell towers.
Sometimes they're lying to a mouse, even though he knows the mouse can step up with his paws.
Yeah, but real quick, let me
how can you see a picture of the sky of the Earth from high up with the radio tower?
Right, real quick.
How would they get the angle?
Real quick. Shout out to hypocrisy. People who feel psychologically and socio-politically disempowered are more likely to believe in conspiracy theories. People who feel that they or their social group have been
gaslighting
are also less likely to believe in government institutions and more likely to believe
that sounds like a New York Times article or some shit.
Yeah, this is gaslighting.
Yeah, that's gay.
Social alienation, political
discipline. Stupid and gay.
Conspiracy beliefs greater than the promise. This is for Zero. While it might be tempting to simply mock conspiracy theories, especially the more ridiculous ones, usually cause believers to dig their heels in deeper to their commitment than their beliefs. there's no point in having discussions, brother.
It's the same thing with
science. No, I get that hypocrisy. You already know that. We already talked about that.
Hey man, hold up, I gotta say something against that shit because, bro, conspiracies do exist. Conspiracies are real. All right. There's a reason why. Okay, you were told about one of the grand conspiracies, most popular conspiracies ever in Julius Caesar. We in the America ourselves, we had several conspiracies. One of them being especially for black people. That's what we all know to be the Tuskegee experiment. So for us to act like there is no such thing as where you would have a big government or big organization, or we had another one with Pfizer. We had another one with Monsanto. We've had plenty of conspiracies throughout mankind that have been more than documented through legal cases, money paid out, and a lot of things. Hell, United States government admitted to a conspiracy. They apologized for Martin Luther King's death. So again, conspiracies are real.
Fantastic. I did a conspiracy stream. You already know I know about conspiracy. I'm saying,
but
like,
I'm not saying for you. I'm just saying in general. Okay. I'm just saying for the context of it. Not all. Even though you may not believe in certain things, or you may not be. It may be a conspiracy to you. It's just the fact of the matter that it hasn't been proven to be true yet. All right. So who knows, bro? At the end of the day, me personally, I'm not on the flat Earth shit. Like I said, to me, I'm just not.
And that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not knocking it. I'm like I said, to me, it's just some shit. To me, I'm just never gonna really get. You're not gonna convince me. I'm not saying y'all niggas is crazy. I'm here to learn because, like you said, y'all do have some good defenses that science backs you up in certain things. But then when zero and hypocrisy, so when you go to the mathematics of it, science and math is on their side also. So like I said, it's who knows, nigga. I mean, if somebody go nigga holler at motherfucking George Soros or somebody to fund the shit, and niggas do a world cruise.
Hey, Mr. Fantastic. What do we say? If everybody believes it, you gotta question it. Everybody believes America went to the moon.
And fantastic.
The moon landing is another good one too. Moon
exactly. So once you realize space is bullshit, once you realize what they're telling us about space and space exploration is all fucking made up bullshit, that's the direct avenue. That's what produces most flat earthers. That's where it begins, realizing that shit's bullshit.
Like, think about it, bro. What place has America been to that they haven't colonized? There should be a Disney World, a McDonald's.
All the ships everywhere.
Over 60 years. Think about it, bro. Over 60 years, this shit should be perfected by now.
The moon landing. The reason why I say the moon landing is been disproven is because, again, the flag of the Earth. I mean, it's not the Earth, but the flag of the United States will still be there in its place theoretically due to space not having any gravity, any type of atmosphere or whatever for itself. Once you put something into the moon, it will forever be there. And there's not enough wind or anything or whatnot, what have you, to change it and remove it from where it was. They've never been able to provide you with satellite or telescope information proving that the flag is still there or was there after the fact. Again, we all remember the fucking famous thing of the fucking flag waving in the wind on the fucking moon, which is impossible. Well, so, it's a lot of things that the flat Earth, and I did not know that the moon landing played that much of significance into flat Earth theory. But if that is a good basis for it, I mean, that's a good place to start. You feel me?
Mr. Fantastic, how do we know satellite exists? Because we have to believe they're CGI pictures.
You can take a GPS.
None of you have ever
taken a GPS into the middle of the desert.
How do we know satellites are not just overside drone?
You can take a GPS into the middle of a desert where there are no antennas.
Your GPS is off cell phone towers. Your GPS is off cell phone towers.
Once again, you can take a GPS device into the middle of a desert where there are no cell phone towers and still get geolocated.
Why? If I'm closer to the satellite, right?
You can take a GPS into the middle of a desert where there are no antenna.
You can call on a plane. You know why?
And you'll still get GPS telemetry.
You can call the plane because the satellite phone.
It's no satellites. It's all fake news. They're lying.
You can lose service in open field.
Cell phone towers. That's how you get your GPS.
You can take a GPS, not a cell phone, a GPS
Prove me it's real.
Fasting.
Prove to me.
Is that's your plan? So that's your plan.
GPS?
Yeah.
Isn't cell phones have GPS?
Right. So that's the plan. They act like they don't hear it.
Wait. Hey, don't overtalk him fast and let him get his shit off.
Yeah, let's hear it speak.
Yeah. You take a GPS device into the middle of a desert where there are no antenna, and you're still gonna get satellite telemetry data. This is not a cell phone. You could be a TomTom device, and you will still get located.
No, I'm a truck driver.
How can you dispute that that's from
I'm a truck
land-based
driver. Let me guess what?
antenna?
There are certain places in America, especially when I'm in Kansas, there is no internet.
Yep, same
Are
here.
you using your cell phone or using your GPS?
Fasting. Can I just can I repeat what I just said?
Let's play with this, right?
Can I repeat what I just said?
If a satellite is as they tell us, why when I'm in freaking Kansas and the satellite is above for nearly 2 hours when I'm driving, I can receive call, I can use my GPS, nothing, no access to the internet.
Fasting. Can I repeat myself?
Yep. I live in the Midwest.
Cell phone is not the same thing as a GPS. Those are two different things.
You different things, but they can still be from land-based equipment.
You want to know why I wasn't getting any service? Because in the highway, they didn't install enough, quote unquote, what? Cell towers.
Fasting, you keep talking about cell phone. Fasting, you keep talking about cellular, and I'm talking about GPS.
Everything is that's why 5G
He's
is
not listening. All you gotta do
there's no
get a GPS device, not a cell phone. I repeat, not a cell phone.
We hear you. Okay.
GPS device. Take it into the middle of the desert where there are no antennas for cell phone service, any of that. You are still going to get located by GPS satellites.
Can I ask you one thing though, sir? How can you prove that's not from the same kind of style land-based equipment such as antennas and other structures? What makes that has to be from outer space? How can that not be done from land-based facilities? How can
they operate on different frequencies?
And listen, Zero, if you can show me a real picture of a fucking satellite, then I'll shut up. But you can't.
Bro, it's on the YouTube link that I put in there.
Yeah, you
it's on the YouTube link that I put in there. Let me paste it back in the chat real quick.
It's all CGI.
They're
actually up in space right now.
You touched the satellite?
They're actually up in space right now. I've actually been to Florida and seen one get launched into space.
We believe that the main.
I've been to Florida and I see one get launched into space. Yeah.
Oh, wait, Zero. You say you saw one launch into space?
Yeah. You can watch it go up into space.
Did you, when you were looking at that satellite going up in the air, did you see all the way get out of the earth, set up, transform, and become a satellite? Did you see it? Did you witness everything?
No, I need a telescope for that.
Yeah, did you take a picture of that motherfucker with the satellite?
Didn't just fall in the fucking ocean afterwards.
The evidence, like I don't believe. Please show me the video.
Yeah, we'll shut up.
The next time they have a satellite launch, you can go watch one, and then bring a telescope with you.
Now watch this, because I believe, according to the round Earth, if the space shuttle is going up, if the Earth is spinning, how do you know that it's not going the opposite way? Because the Earth is spinning, right? How do you know that you're going to be seeing it as it goes up? Because the Earth is moving already. It's in motion. So how do you know it's going to go straight above if the Earth is moving?
Rockets launch at what they have is called trajectory. So that means it goes in a specific direction in order to end up at a specific place when it reaches outside of orbit.
But you Zero, you've flown on a plane, right? How fast is the plane when it's flying?
Hold on a second. Can we just okay?
One at a time.
I answered your question and you skipped right to some other shit with the moon boots.
No, I'm trying to.
Hold on. You said how would it get to where it's supposed to go, and I said trajectory. The rocket takes off at a specific direction, at a specific speed. By the time it reaches outside of the Earth, it is where it's supposed to be.
So my question is this: how do you know that he got outside the Earth?
Well, fasting either way, that doesn't defeat our argument. Okay, let Zero have it. Sure, it shoots at an angle and it hits where it needs to be. Okay, you act like that disproves our whole fucking argument or something, yo. Who gives a fuck?
You need to calm your aggressive ass the fuck down. So real quick, fasting, as far as what I'm talking about, if you on a clear night, probably you don't even have to be that clear. You can take a telescope that you can fucking go to, like, I don't know, where sell telescopes at now? You go to fucking Best Buy. Amazon, get a telescope. Okay, one All you got to do is look. You can look through that telescope, which is just nothing but curved lenses in a pipe, and you can see satellites up there. You can see them. You can also see the moon. You can also see other stars and shit out there.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, when I say that satellite is fake news, I'm saying how they tell us is not. Notice what I said earlier. I say satellites are just oversized drone above the earth, and they're not doing what they claim it's doing. Everything when I talk about when it comes to cell phone, everything, I'm saying everything is right here on the earth on this. That's why 5G is coming. You will need 5G satellites.
Even if the satellite is an oversized drone in orbit, it's still a satellite.
But Zero, here's the thing. Zero, if you look in a telescope, Zero, you're acting like you actually see the image of a satellite. All you see is some bright light, and they say, "Oh, that's a such and such satellite." You don't actually see the whole fucking thing folded out with the separate panels and shit.
Saying the word "fucking" doesn't mean you don't see a satellite. You can actually see a satellite, not the light from it, but you can actually see it.
Where are the images then? Show me an image. Show me an image.
How many satellites are in orbits? How many satellites are in orbits?
Yeah, they say there's like
I have no idea.
25,000 or something, right? They say
there's a lot.
They say there's like more than 10,000. I know that.
So at the end of the day, everything that we know for what we're told is not eyewitness. It's more he say, she say. Oh, take this thing. But none of us are actually witnessing with our own two eyes.
Yes,
so
but I just said by a telescope.
Okay, Zero.
We believe what we're seeing.
So Zero,
we're seeing it. We believe what we see.
If you buy a telescope and look at something, you're not seeing that.
The telescope only shows you whatever you're seeing. It's not what is.
Okay, but you see it, and it's what it is, right?
Zero, let me get this straight.
If you see it, it's technically a satellite, right?
Hey, just like if you watch the movie Gravity and I see Sandra Bullock floating into space, it's the same thing looking through that telescope.
But fasting, this is all you have to add. This is all you have to ask to just shut the argument out. Zero. If you can look through a telescope and see an actual image of the satellite descriptively with its panels, its antennas, all that shit, then why can't I just have a picture of that on Google, or maybe you can send me one right now? Because you fucking can't. You can't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there you go.
Game over.
I don't know how if you go. I don't know if you can get close enough to read the logo on the side of it, but you can see it.
Okay,
the worst part is the fact that this nigga said if you see something with your own eyes, you're not seeing it.
Exactly.
I'm saying if you're using the tool, I'm saying basically I'm using the same thing when it comes to science, right? I want to see the satellite in orbit with my own two eyes, like right there.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. Zero. If you're while you're laughing,
I want to go to the moon and see the freaking USA flag stuck in there. If I don't see it with my own two eyes, I don't believe it.
I think we're in agreement that the moon
you know what?
was a fake, right?
I can believe Zero.
I think we're in agreement that the moon was a fake, right?
That's good that you do agree with that.
I believe you.
Okay, so you're not going to see a flag on the moon.
No, I'm saying Zero. I believe you. Listen to my word. Zero. I believe you. A belief. Keyword. I believe you.
I don't want you to believe me. What you should do is just buy a telescope.
No, I believe you, Zero. You are. I believe your opinion.
No, don't believe
no.
I don't want you to believe me.
Listen, fasting. Zero. There's no store-bought telescope that's going to let you be able to see a satellite descriptively with, like I described it, with the panels, all that shit. If you can show me one image, I'm done. I'll leave this motherfucking debate right now.
Hey, you know what? Remember back in the day where we had the little camera where you click on it and it shows you different pictures? How do we know they don't do it with the telescope? Hey, what if?
I mean, Zero, ask yourself, okay? You can't see one real image of it, right? Or you can't present a real image of it. So what just makes you just believe it off top?
There's like 1 million photos of satellites in orbit.
There is? Where?
Probably, I don't know. Fucking
Can
Google, Bing, Google, Bing, DuckDuckGo. I don't know. Pick a search engine.
If we could get fantastic to Google satellite images, and we'll all see that they're CGI. Check them out. They're laughable. They're laughable. They're not even good. But they're not even like good, like trying to fool you on some real shit, bro. Like,
hey, not only that, you remember when they shot that Elon Musk, right? Remember the Elon Musk? What did they say? Oh, they sent his car into space, and it was playing that 80s song. and everybody believed that thing was real. I'm like, bro, freaking Robot Chicken can do a better job than that.
Hey, fantastic! If you're listening, man, please Google image satellite images, please, I beg you right now to show these people if they don't want to do it on their own. And it's laughable. It's fucking just. This is what you should be laughing hysterically at, man.
But you know what? I have to actually congrats everybody out there who believe in science. I think my faith is weaker. My faith is weaker. I don't have that much strong conviction to believe something that I can't prove for myself. You know what? Maybe I need to learn. You know what? I need to convert to Scientology. Zero. Is there a temple that I can go to and learn about science and what's his name? Tyson, whatever his name is. Is he one of your prophet?
Fasting. It's called the synagogue.
The synagogue of Satan.
That's right. That's where you go. That's where you go. You know who's behind all this shit. I know you know.
I know.
Oh God.
You know who has these people brainwashed, bro.
Hey, get out of bro, get out of there because you know YouTube, they're gonna be
I'm done. You're allowed to say something. You just can't say nothing derogatory.
I don't let y'all niggas. I don't let motherfucking fasting run wild on my shit for like 3 hours. This is
Thank you, Mr. Fantastic. This was awesome.
Guess what? You niggas will get the hell up out of here because I gotta try and
all right.
I gotta try to one of these PS5s online.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, man, it was cool, man.
Shout out to you,
Logic, man. Shout out to Zero. Next week, nigga, we keeping it up. Make sure y'all share the stream, man. Get people to come in here and participate. I greatly appreciate the participation. Had a lot of people. I did not know as many of y'all flat earth niggas out here. It's a lot of people out here.
It's growing quick. It's growing real quick.
To your point, you guys definitely do have some science that's on your side. Even though y'all try to deny science, at the same time you have science to support your argument too. At the same time, so it kind of is what it is. But shout out to my man Lasher Devious saying next week he want this UFO stream, man. All right. So,
man.
Higher, baby. Oh boy, higher. We rolling with it, like you go get deeper and deeper.
Fantastic. You're touching on dangerous ground because guess what? The gods are inside those UFOs.
Here we go. I'm so fasted to be back next week. Here we go.
Yeah, I don't have nothing to say about UFOs.
The gods that give mankind science.
See how it happens. So this is why I tell you, man. You can never get on one person's conspiracy now. Now you the crazy motherfucker, all right?
Yeah.
You go around long enough, and one of these days, man, we really gonna get into the motherfucker, the transgender.
Hey, but Mr. Fantastic, let me just tell you this though real quick, Fantastic. If you look at the United States and the Western world and our obsession with space and all that, it started around the 50s and the 60s, right? That's when they started making cars with fins looking like spaceships, all that kind of bullshit, right? Now, if you look at that, that's when the alien UFO fucking craze took off too, okay? Both of those things were done simultaneous to promote space, all right? So...
No, Tupac is not alive. Tupac is dead.
Tupac's in Antarctica. We need to go get him.
Tupac is not what. See, Tupac is a man. I mean, is a he.
Oh Lord! Come on, man.
Oh Lord!
I don't know about all that. All right, fast. Let's not get carried away.
His hips are wider than his shoulders.
He's a man in a drag.
Hey, man.
Oh, it's a woman dressed like a man.
It's a man. Hey, man. This shit has been great. Make sure y'all pull up on me for Tinfoil Tuesdays, man. I got some shit slated this week. I don't know what the fuck.
Shout out to Ramil. Ramil looks like he passed out.
Yeah, man. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing tomorrow. I have to look at my own shit and redo it. But shout out to don't forget next week, bro. I'm doing the fucking a female string for you niggas. So y'all can come through with your motherfucking pitchforks and motherfucking backhoes and shit. You know what I mean? Make sure your pimp hand strong, nigga, because you're gonna be able to go in on the bitches like y'all love to next week, man. So all in all, bro, greatly appreciate it. Y'all know how we get down, bro. If you would like to, by all means, still got the merch. Go cop a shirt, man. BABG, man. Big ass black guy. You know how we get down. It's not just physical, baby. Thing. And as always, we'll catch y'all niggas on the next one, man.
All right, man.
All right, respect to y'all, man. Peace.